What's going on, man? What's going on, family? We back in here once again. You know what I'm saying? About to get it in, man. My pseudo killer compadres will be in the building in a second. Just wait on it. They'll be here in a little bit. Just wait on it. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. We gonna let some people get in the building real quick. You know what I mean? Seen some things happening lately that I wasn't too pleased with, man. They tried to play my boy, you know what I'm saying, earlier today, man. They, talking about his lips and all kind of, we gonna get into that. But I didn't like the moves that was being made behind the scenes when things was already established over other places. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna get it in though. Hey man, I like to shout out the people in the building, man. We got Jalonda in the building as always. The sister over there in Gambia, I think, Africa somewhere. She out there in the jungle getting it in, man, chopping through the woods. You know what I'm saying? Saving the children. You know what I'm saying? Ricardo Robinson, what's going on with you, bro? I see you in the building. Lamar Pope, I see you, dog. What's up? What's up? Keenan Wright, what's happening, man? See you in the building. Miss Lisa, always. That's the godmother right there, man. You know what I mean? That's the one right there, yo. Y'all don't mess with Miss Lisa. Out there in the chat, y'all got a problem with Miss Lisa, you got a problem with everybody. Because she, you know what I'm saying, she look over everybody. You know what I mean? Who else we got in the building, man? Trick Dyer. Okay, cool. I don't know why you chose that name or what it stands for or nothing like that, but okay, cool. Trick Dyer in the building. The bar reloaded. Yes to the topic, and yet, well, hit the link. You know what I'm saying? Explain your position. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know whether they, I don't know if they trying to con us. I don't know if the conscious community is trying to do better for black people, if they trying to empower us, if they think they got it, but they don't got it, or if they scamming us, then they know they don't got it, but they trying to act like they got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's why I'm asking what the people say. It's an open mic session today. I'm gonna share the link one more time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what the people think. Lamar Pope, I think I already called you out. West Africa Y DNA EM2. Peace to the squads. Peace to you, brother. Cedric Ortega, man, what's up, man? Hey, you should be up in here, man. Where you at? You feel me? Gary Barrick, man. Hey, we just got him last week in a trade or whatever, man. We transitioned the trade or whatever. Hey, Gary, we talked to the peoples. Everything good with you, brother? You in here? You know what I'm saying? Ramon Bear, what's going on? Who else we got in the building, man? Dang, I ain't know this many people is gonna be in here. Social World TV. Hit the link. But like I said, man, the conscious community, to me, has fucked up the black community, if there is a black community, because all black people don't think alike. We all know that. But whatever the hell we call in the black community or black culture, I feel like the conscious community is a detriment to that community. Why is that? Okay, for one, we already got the church, we already got religion, right? So we got religion fucking us up. They don't want to listen to natural science. They don't want to hear about evolution. They don't want to hear about the Big Bang because it's evil. It's from the devil. So that religion already got us caught up in the matrix, right? Here comes the conscious community. They pull us out of religion. Okay, we out of that bag. But we in a whole nother trick bag. Because now it ain't evolution. It ain't the Big Bang. It's the Most High and the ancestors and the chakras and all of that other shit. You know what I'm saying? And they pushing that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all wondering, like, why I got your boy on the thumbnail. Right? Now, side note, hey, my team ain't in agreement with this. Like, so don't knock my peoples for this. You know what I mean? That was me. That was all me, Si. I did that. So, if you want to take your anger out on somebody, take it out on me. I feel like he is the ringleader of the circus. You know what I mean? He might not be pushing no information per se, right? But he is giving the platform and the voices to all the niggas that's saying the wrong shit. He gonna throw my dog Unc up there every once in a while. Cool. But when he do put my main man's Unc on the stage, he throwing all the sound effects for the other niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when he throwing the sound effects for the other niggas, it's making it look like they talking facts. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like if you for the black community, right? And you trying to empower people with right information, I understand you giving people a platform to speak their speech. But don't let when my people come up on the platform, Cedric Ortega, Uncle West, you know what I'm saying? Don't let when they come on the platform, you just start throwing a bunch of fire bombs and explosions for the ops that's trying to mislead our people and that's trying to miseducate our people. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like you scamming us at that point. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I feel like you scamming us at that point. Allegedly. Because I don't want to get no lawsuits. I don't want niggas to be like, you know, nigga be suing nowadays. You know how shit go. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have some fun tonight, man. Armchair Philosopher. We got somebody in the building, man. Mr. Rich in the building. Herbert, what's up, boy? Hey, I see you, man. The homie Steph. Let's go ahead and what's going on, Mr. Rich, man? What's happening with you, bro?
Hey, yo, what's poppin', man? How you doing today, man? Peace to the chat and everybody, you know what I mean?
Yes, indeed, man. What's going on with you, man? We get some more people in the building, man.
Hey, man. You know what, man? It's like I see the thumbnail, you know what I mean, and the dude you got up there, right? And it seems like the conscious community is like a test dummy spot. You feel me? It's like they test out all the flim-flam shit because most of the conscious community shit is stupid because, you know what I mean? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the conscious community history, man, we already been introduced to a lot of flim-flammers and it's coming from like one particular channel. You feel me? A lot of the flim-flammers coming from one particular channel. And this dude on the channel, he act like he care for the babies, right? But it's like, he kind of take on the characteristics of the fucking conscious community. No morals. When is morals gonna come in and be like, hey, you know what? I can't let the babies listen to this shit because this shit gonna really mess them up, right? But you see though, it's like he say one thing, right? And it's like it's all a money thing, man. Because I saw him have some about the Nature Boy dude. He was like, this is the video that got Nature Boy years or whatever. But nah, nigga, your videos is what got Nature Boy on the scene. But he trying to backtrack.
I've been saying that, brother Rich. I've been saying that, brother Rich. He put Nature Boy on the map the way that motherfuckers wanted to follow him. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to cut, hold up. And just I don't want to throw this out here. We ain't cussing because you know the rules.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know I just cussed just now, but I don't want to correct myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm feeling what you're saying right there.
Go ahead. And you know what? And he brought Polite. You know what I'm saying? And we all knew Polite was on some flim-flam shit, man. Come on, man.
We all knew.
You know what I mean? And then he brought the pedophile.
Hey, brother Rich, the pseudo killers told y'all before Polite got locked up for that whole freaky craziness that he got locked up for. We've been warning people. We've been warning the community against that boy, man. Pseudo killers.
FYI. Young Pharaoh.
My bad. Hold on. Hey, Sid, my bad. Hold on. Disrespect. Pseudo killer official Cedric in the building. What's going on, my brother? We're gonna get back to that, brother Rich, but pseudo killer.
Peace. I just wanted to add a little sugar to the pot. Y'all don't forget Young Pharaoh, and he was arrested again yesterday, crashing out completely. So he's looking at some jail time again.
Man. What's going on, man? Hey, say, man, I saw they disrespect you earlier, man. It triggered something in me, man. I was like, nah, they ain't gonna do my dog like that.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you. You know, but colloquially speaking, we go into the lion's den, right? We go in there because that's where the pseudoisms and the primordial soup of misinformation lives in our community, right? Once again, we got a demonstration of JJ's, and at this point, JJ is simply a liar, a cheat, and a fraud, and I'm gonna get into it. But also, we saw the antics once more of Stinky Inky, right? You know, if you are in a marginalized community and you say you care about the people, why then would you go out of your way to promote misinformation, the kind of information that our babies are gonna not be able to excel in this community, right? We keep some aspects, not pseudo killers, they keep us in the 1960s and the 1950s preaching that we need liberation. Listen, that train has left the station. We are part of the capitalist West. Liberation is not a word we should be using. We should talk about upward mobility. These are the terms used in Western capitalist society. It is for 99% of the population, or 99% of the population is in that race. Granted, when your Europeans took off, Black people wasn't even in the stadium. So we have to make the extra effort because we are marginalized to get this shit right. Excuse me.
Already.
So it works on my last nerve. It works on my last nerve when I have to deal with a dude like Inky who is going to flim-flam something as simple as the 3 steps in our understanding: physics, chemistry, biochemistry, biology. Inky is going to flim-flam the people that chemistry actually comes before biology, because later on we discovered subatomic particles. Bro, it is called quantum what? Physics. It is a sub-discipline within the totality of physics. Why would you go out of your way to say the most ignorant, dumb nonsense to a marginalized people that are looking to you for information? The fact that people look to us for information, we take that stuff so seriously that we are fighting each other tooth and nail in the Discord just to present the information correctly.
You said they don't even know. Like, we go hard in the Discord.
Hard, man.
Like, everybody think, everybody think the pseudo killers be in the Discord. Just yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. And you're right. And yes, sir, you're right. Righty, alrighty. What? Man, we be in them up. Man, look, we be almost about to unfriend each other up in that month.
Hey, listen.
Hey, look, me and Juju damn had it so bad about 2 weeks ago. I was like, damn, I don't know if I can talk to Juju again. She might
me and Ken, I was cursing Ken out last week. Man, Ken, you
hey, look, but when we come on the scene, we don't work out our, you know what I mean? And then we, you know what I mean? Because we don't let each other slip on nothing. Because if you slip and say it, you know, we gonna come at you. We gonna, hey, say it, you slipping.
Slip there.
Hey,
boom.
You
fix
slipping.
that.
Hey,
boom.
Dude,
Fix that.
Hey,
watch this.
Hey, even everybody think we look up the man, we be in there, man. Probably get it the worst.
Listen.
He probably get it the worst.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Man. He represents all of us. So he gets it the hardest from all of us. Every word that comes out of Unc's
They don't know though. They don't know.
He says it. He says it. He goes over to the bar where he can just be the dude. Just be a dude. Because he's always under scrutiny within the environment of the pseudo killers. We do not play because we respect the audience.
Exactly.
So So understand the passion that we have when we have to deal with frauds and lunatics like Enki and JJ. Now, let's get to JJ. We're in the back chat, and
that boy, hey, that boy retarded.
We're discussing life's emergence. Now, as a matter of fact, we understand chemicals lead to biochemistry. Complex chemicals reaction produce biology. Biology is complex chemical reactions. Those chemicals are not alive. We understand life from non-life. That is just a simple matter of fact. That is biochemistry. What Origins of Life study is doing, they are trying to figure out how that process started, what were the steps that eventually led to the biochemistry we see today. It is an hypothesis, a valid hypothesis that is being worked on. We recognize the difficulties in coming to a scientific theory. The difficulty, for example, in producing a hypothesis. Why? We already know the steps in the evolutionary process. It would be hard to interject a prediction in such a model, right? We cannot recreate early Earth's conditions. We cannot recreate early Earth's conditions. So there are certain gaps that we may never fully understand. We acknowledge that.
Right.
However, fundamental aspects, RNA synthesis, the Urey-Muller experiment, these give us key understandings in how this all evolved. Now, you want to go on Sarnetta? Fine. Let's discuss life from non-life. We have the living evidence for this. This is what we decided to go and discuss. Right. JJ, lying, fraud, and especially in the debate arena, your integrity is paramount.
Man.
He comes up with a completely, total different title. A completely non sequitur, like the mathematical probability for a biotech. Now,
as if he's done the research, as if he has a better model.
So here's where it falls apart.
And why are we listening anyway, man? For real. Anyway,
what you say, Rich?
I say, and why are we listening to JJ anyway? It is ridiculous.
Man,
niggas mentally, something really wrong with that dude, man.
I'm starting to believe that, like, so we agreed to a title. I have it on black and white. JJ sends me a thumbnail for a debate on Sarnetta with a completely different topic. Now, here's the nonsense. You're bringing intelligent design questions, creationist questions to the platform. How do I respond to those questions? JJ, your line of questioning is invalid. Since the Dover trial proved intelligent design to be invalid, that nullifies any of the questions you're asking. There is no need to respond to them. Why would you do that? It is stupid. I am not going to answer any intelligent design questions. The Dover trial has rendered that subject moot, JJ. There is no debate there. I'm going to respond to you. I do not need to answer these questions. The Dover trial has rendered this.
We got a hater in the building. Hold on a minute, man. We got a hater in the building. Hater alert. Hold on. Where the pseudo alert when we see him? Hold on. We got Armchair Philosopher X. I mean, we see him come and go in the chat. That's where he lives, in the chat. He never comes on the panel. He says the pseudo killers is part of the conscious community. So if you're going to say that CC is effed up, has effed up the black community, the pseudo killers helped do it.
Illogical. He calls himself Armchair Philosopher for an accurate reason, right? He's creating a false dichotomy. So you can chew gum and walk at the same time. The fact that we are up here actually criticizing criticizing the flaws within our community, and because we're part of the community allows us this right, doesn't mean that we are part of the destruction. We are trying to actually balance the conversation. So your rhetoric illustrates your irrational and illogical position. But indeed, you're an armchair philosopher.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is like, me and Uncle was talking about this earlier today, because I had an epiphany like 2 days ago. Y'all don't even know this. I was talking to me and my homeboys was arguing. I called Uncle up. I was like, I think we fucked up, man. The black community is done. You know what I'm saying? And you know what we talk about, don't nobody, I mean, I ain't gonna say nobody, you know, there's probably some black people out there that do their thing and whatever and try to educate their people and all that. I ain't saying we the only ones, but at least us, I know that we try to bring the best verified, scientifically backed evidence, back all that type of evidence to the stage when we bring it any platform that we try to come to. So to say that we helping fuck up the community further lets me know that black people got a problem. We got a problem. If y'all saying that we messing up the community, man.
We because of
my bad. Said, I'm bad. I got two more people in the building. Sabio, what's up, man? We got Sabio and Sosa, man. With Sabio, what's up, bro? What's going on with you?
What up, Sid? What up, Ken? What up, Sosa?
What up, Sabio?
So I want to shout out Sid. I didn't catch all of the show, but when I joined, he had already done his thing. They were saying that he ran, and I seen a bunch of theists on the channel. But the conversation started with me, and he was challenging me. And when I told him, until science gives us an answer about abiogenesis, how do you expect me to give you an answer? Like, but Sid jumped in and was like, why don't you challenge me? And I've watched the whole conversation and what the debate was supposed to be. So when the title was all that mathematical stuff, I was like, what is this? You got an equation? Y'all got an equation for the development of life?
Mm-hmm.
So these dudes is crazy, yo. And it all started with me asking another person if there are some flaws in evolution, does that mean it didn't happen? Or with a certain part of evolution, does that mean it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it.
I was just going to say real quickly, and then Sosa. But it is the line. It is the way creationists operate. We don't have any information. All we are going to do is attempt to poke holes and undermine the level of information that we have, right? And you have then the characters like Inky, who employs the same type of rhetoric, and it is this dangerous and destructive in an already marginalized community that has a problem accepting high level information, that the white man science and all of this. So you're compounding the difficulty. You're making it more difficult for people to access information rather than making it easier. So, and I keep asking this question every time I get around to having these discussions: what is your objective? Sosa, you still can't tell me what is their objective. I ask you that every time.
Hey man, hold on, man. We got my brother, goddamn 5-star general, another 5-star general in the building. The infamous Sosa in the building. What's going on, man?
Yeah. What it do, man?
Nigga ain't never changes. Nigga ain't never changes. Goddamn profile pic in about 10 years.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the nigga look like, but it's hard. Nigga, go ahead. What's happening with you?
Can I be heard? Can I be heard?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, yo, and speaking of this misinformation, man, like, we lost a good brother too to the misinformation, man. Like, he got bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude by the name of Mr. Rich on Black Egypt. You feel me? Like he got sucked in there. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, wait. Hey, guess what?
We got Mr. Rich in the
Yo, if
building.
you want to have
Oh my bad. How you know he was here, man?
You talking about that Mr. Rich right there?
You're wrong on that one. I came here because you're right on this one. Yeah, you're right on this one, but you're wrong on the Easter one. For real.
Hopefully he find his way back. You feel me? I just show you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nigga,
you get caught up.
I'm back because you're right. I'm back because you're right on this one. You're right about Sarnetta, yo. You ain't right about the other shit.
What's going on, man?
Hey, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. You just can't eat at the table no more. I still want you to make money though, but you can't eat at my table. That's all.
I thought you was on our team, man. They got you bamboozled.
Hey, listen, I'm on your team when you're right, man. I'm on your team when you're right. I'm on your team today. You're right.
You know how to take. You know we good. Had to take a little shot at you, man.
Nah, it's all good, homie. It's all good. Hey, this shit is entertainment, man. I still love you, brother, man.
So they said you secretly a white boy, man.
Secretly a white boy.
Hey, look. I know.
Hey, I got
Facebook.
We can verify Sosa is 100%.
I seen Sosa called me on accident one time on Facebook or something, and I seen the nigga. He black, y'all. He was like, oh shit, what the hell? I seen the nigga. I seen that nigga, man.
Yeah, I
remember how you look, Sosa. Just to tell you.
Yeah, I remember how you look, Sosa. I know how you look.
I mean, hey, he ain't black though. He ain't black. Remember that. He ain't black.
That time I talked to you, I wouldn't even know. Like I think I was in a store walking around. I talked.
Yeah, you was
like,
on. Yeah.
I wasn't. I wasn't like it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't by accident.
But he black though. That's what I'm trying to tell you, niggas.
Yeah. And I wasn't by accident though. Yeah, I was a gas
station. He ain't black, man. Y'all don't believe that shit. He ain't black.
He's a post-colonial Negro. He black.
Damn. He's a biological organism.
Yeah. I went to the house. Yeah, I went to the house and everything.
We post-colonial black folk. Everyone up here is a
nigga got dreads and everything, so y'all might
have. Nah, we was black before the Pope.
Yeah. I'm thinking about cutting it.
So I ain't mean to snitch on.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about cutting it.
Y'all see a nigga with dreads, that might be.
So don't cut it. You know, the last time you cut it, it grew right back.
Hey, you know the niggas with dreads like white girls, yo. The niggas with dreads like white girls. Yeah.
That's probably why he don't want us to know who he is. He probably got
Rastafari.
I'm just messing with you. So ain't nothing wrong with white girls, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yes, it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with white girls. Y'all catch me with one. I ain't trying that.
Let me shout out some more people in the building, man. Anthony Bowman in the building, indigenous Black American. Look like he hating a little bit, but you in the building too. Hey, DQ in the building. Daquan Hampton in the building. What's happening with your boy? Who else? Joe Armstrong hit the button, man.
Get up here, Joel.
He hiding, man. He don't want to get on the panel. Pan-African James. Get on the Pan-African James. I got a challenge, man. I got some Pan-Africans that say you ain't really Pan-African, bro. They say,
hey, yo, I'm with Pan-African James, man.
I'm just saying, bro. But I mean, we gonna handle that one day.
Come on, Sosa, give us some deep philosophical insight as to why we dealing with an Enki.
Why we dealing with him, yo?
You know he's scamming. Come on, give us that much. He's scamming, right?
They know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows. Yeah. I mean, he's selling water. I mean, there's a, like he has product for sale that's
he's selling colonial water.
He's looking to benefit off of certain misinformation or not like that.
So the question at hand, right? The question at hand is: does the conscious community take advantage of the Black community?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Hands down.
Well, here's the thing: the minute you say that, right, you're gonna have to then decide, okay, are we a part of the conscious community? And then what is and what's not? You feel me? Like is Q Butter the conscious community? What about psychopathies? You feel me?
Yeah.
Or carnivorous? See what I'm saying? They ain't doing that. So it's like, okay, if you know what I'm saying? So we got to say, are we a part of it? Then, because you know what I mean, that matters.
I mean,
Man, you know, hey, look.
If y'all support that other stuff, of course. But if you don't support it, you can't be a part
And
of it.
look, since our inception, I've always felt like we were separate from the conscious community. I've always not claimed the conscious community because I felt like that's what we was fighting against. Now I know Unc dabbles with the conscious community, like he, you know, he get his, he mixed with them folk. He got, you know, his network and all that shit, and be beating them niggas up. But I feel like when we created this thing that we got, it was like to go against all of the shit that the conscious community was pushing. So I never say that we are part of the conscious community. Now we might look like we part of it because we in there and they see us fighting. Like when you taking a picture and you see niggas in there fighting, you might be like, all them niggas together. But nah, we fighting everything that them niggas is talking about. Everything. I'm talking about all the heavy hitters in there. Polite, the Umar Johnsons, the Sarah Sudan-Settis, the Sarnettas, the blue pill, red pills, the Inkies, the Smashes, the Reggies.
Nah, I can't let y'all dirty up a nigga smash. I can't let y'all do it, yo.
The
y'all niggas can't read the metal Nectar, I don't know why you don't. Dirty y'all can read the metal Nectar, yo.
All of the Imhoteps, because there's like 5 of them Imhotep niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of them.
See, that's what I'm saying.
We up against
the RBGs. Hey, look, the RBGs that ain't really Pan-African. Hold on, the RBGs that ain't really Pan-Africans but claim Pan-Africanism. All of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all Pan-African? Are y'all Pan-African, yo? Are y'all Pan-African?
That's where. That's what I'm saying. That's where it gets sketchy. So, like, let me ask you this: like, honestly, is Smash a part of the country community? No disrespect. No. But why? What makes him a part of it?
Because when he brings information, because when he brings that,
I mean, if we just think he's wrong, he could just be wrong. You feel me? And that's
you can think he's wrong, but if you ain't got the research to prove that he's wrong, then you might be wrong.
No, I'm just saying if we even gotta do it. If he wrong, well, I mean,
but let's not say if. But let's not say if, yo, because he bring the information to you. If you can read the Red Lecture, then maybe you understand.
Yeah, he is part of the conscious community.
I mean, it's that simple.
He operates principally like the conscious community, which is misinformation, thinking that they can overturn the scholarly consensus, all because of we don't trust the white man. So yes, Smash would fit firmly within the conscious community, firmly within the Imhoteps who think that they are high-level linguists without putting anything in peer review, without being part of the academic rigor. Like Inky, he's got 4 books on evolution.
Stay right there. I don't want to stay.
He's promoting these books as if they are scholarly. Yes. So Black Osiris. So yes, Smash fits within that paradigm.
Black Osiris.
No, hey, you're wrong, homie. Hey, you're wrong on that.
Let everybody get shot. Let everybody spill. Go ahead. Let's save yours. I want to hear.
Let me ask, because if what y'all said, we're not y'all are not part of the conscious community, then what are y'all actually calling the conscious community? Is the conscious community to be bringing misinformation or the correct information?
I call the conscious community.
What?
Oh, he said what? Say it again, Sabio. He asked him what you said.
Is the conscious community bringing misinformation, disinformation, or correct information? Or the best available information on specific topics at that time? What is the conscious community? Is it the misinformation that is being spewed or the correct information?
That's my point. They make basically they're saying the conscious community by default is misinformation.
Misinformation. Bingo.
I'm saying that.
How is that possible? Because
I'm saying that the people that's
allowing anything other than pseudo information to be conscious. You see what I'm saying? Or give me an example of good conscious community.
I'm saying the people that label themselves the conscious community, from what I see, now I could be wrong, my perspective is bringing misinformation. I don't see people like us, Sosa. I don't see people like us. Hold on, Sosa. I don't see people like us claiming to be, because we don't have to claim consciousness and all that. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We read some science books and we put out what we know, and what we don't know, we say we don't know, and then we rock. That's it.
Right.
We don't try to be no ultimate superior conscious niggas that know everything and all that shit. When we don't know, we don't know.
Right? We don't know. I understand.
But,
right. So you're saying, hold
on. Let me finish.
Ain't no good consciousness.
Let me finish.
I'm trying to hammer it down.
Man, but you know, it's a show. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stretch it a little bit. You know, let me get it out. So, so you got these niggas over here. They know everything. They got the magical goddamn healing pills and supplements water. And goddamn, and they call themselves the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? They spit pseudo history, they spit pseudo science, they give false information. Like that's what I've seen from the conscious community.
What about each one teach one?
I don't watch these shit, so I don't,
I mean, but they ain't pushing no pseudo information.
I thought they were tied. I don't know.
Ah, see there. That's what I'm saying.
Some stuff in the community is true. Some stuff that be going on is true.
Not trying to diss the each one.
Solid.
Hold on. Well, last time I checked,
it's a slippery slope if you do that.
Hold on, I will say this. I don't want to throw no.
You gonna do the MBK shot? I already know you gonna do it.
I don't want to do the MBK shot. Last time I checked, I think they was throwing some real shit out there, some good history. So shout to them.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they also they got the real facts.
I didn't know they claimed themselves. I didn't know they claimed themselves to be conscious community niggas though. I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Then you making it. You gotta claim. So I'm saying I'm trying to figure out what's the standard? Like how do we identify conscious community from not conscious community?
That's a good question.
That's where I'm stuck at. That's why.
That's a good question. So at some point though, it got to be a divide, because if these conscious community niggas is dropping good information, and these conscious community niggas is dropping pseudo information, and they all mesh together, then what is the conscious community doing? Like, why are they not checking each other? Go ahead.
Wasn't that the way the conscious community always been centered? You have pseudo information, then you have people fighting against the misinformation. Wasn't that all
of it? Right. Dr. Ben.
But that happens on
it couldn't just be all good information.
Dr. Ben in there. Hey, hold on. We're okay. I feel Unc coming, yeah.
You say my Dr.
Who threw Dr. Ben in?
Hey, Sosa said something about Dr. Ben just now. I heard him whispering under his breath just now. A little bit.
Hey, don't dirty up my man Dr. Ben, yo. He's an ancestor, yo. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect Dr. Ben, yo.
That's Sosa, man. Sosa world, man.
I ain't nobody disrespect Dr. Ben, man. All I said there's a mixture. I ain't said what side he was on. All I did was name names.
I know everybody, mom and daddy told him it was a goddamn Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. So don't be for sure. You know?
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Hey, indigenous Black Americans said if Sarnetta featured you, then you're HOK. Who made that rule?
Damn.
Right.
Damn.
So that means Gozy. That mean everybody.
Hey, look, I was never featured on HOK, so I'm not conscious community. You wasn't either, Sosa. So we good.
Me either.
Cedric, on the other hand, Cedric might be.
Yeah.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. Hey, Ngozi was pseudo before, but now you embrace him. What's up?
Who? No, Ngozi cool.
Ngozi was pseudo at first. I remember. And now you guys embrace him. What's up?
I've always embraced Ngozi. I never known him when he wasn't solid. So like I don't know what
I was listening to Unc for a minute. I've been listening to Unc for a minute.
Nah, Ngozi. I've known him. One mic. Go ahead,
yeah, I've only known when he was solid. I don't know no other time.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got solid information. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So hey, I guess y'all are part of the conscious community.
Ngozi, as far as I know, Ngozi, and since he's been around, I've always Ngozi's been like a phenom in his ability to articulate very detailed aspects of genetic.
So what has he written? So what has he written, and what has he got peer review? Just like y'all say, Smash hasn't written anything that have peer review. What has Ngozi written and have peer review? Since you respect him so much.
Okay. So now here's where we get the confusion. Let us clear it up. We are part of Science Communicators.
Did he write something or not, Cedric?
Let me finish. You see, this is the discipline that you lack. Let me finish, because I'm explaining the error in your question and your conscious community right there. Stay right there. We are science communicators in a marginalized community that has limited access to this type of information. We are doing our best to make it accessible. We make no claims to overturn the scientific consensus. We make no claims to know better than the academic resources. We speak on behalf of the sources. We reference the academic consensus. Ngozi has a particular niche in explaining genetics, but what he does is he is in line with the scientific consensus. His work therein is to acquire the understanding as to be able to translate, to transfer and translate that information to us. That is what he does. I am versed in certain aspects of chemistry and biochemistry, immunology. I will expound on these subjects, but overall, we try to give the philosophical grounding of how to engage with science. That doesn't require any of us to put anything in writing. To say you are going to write in terms of producing academic data, you would have to be in the field. You would have to be producing peer review work. You would have to have that level of education. What these people are doing, including Smash, is attempting to surpass the academic levels and the academic requirements. They do not engage in peer review information, and usually they engage with the information based on their confirmation bias, ending up flim-flamming the people. So no, Ngozi has no necessity to write anything for him to be respected as a science communicator.
I got it. Can I respond?
Go ahead.
Can I respond? All right, so now, first, number one, when I mentioned Smash, y'all said, you said, Cedric, he hasn't written anything, he hasn't got anything peer reviewed. That's number one. You said Ngozi is not trying to surpass, you know, the science that's out there already. First of all, you said Ray Kittles is full of shit. That's number one. And Ray Kittles is in the field. That's number one. Number two, Smash did surpass, because of the Egyptologists or the guys who was interested in the Metal Nature. He had him on the show and they said he was right. So if you follow it closely, you will see. Wait. If you follow it closely, you will see. Now, Ngozi has not produced anything because he claims to know more than Rick Kittles. Call him a piece of shit. You don't know nothing. So what are you talking about? So you believe his information, but you don't believe Smash information. He knows the Meta Nature. He got other Egyptologists agreeing with him, who even don't read all the Meta Nature like he did. And you got Richetti. All of them agree together on this stuff that's coming from the Meta Nature. So I don't see how you can say that you don't need anything from Ngozi, but you need all of this from Smash. And they're doing the same thing. But Smash actually has more expertise in the Meta Nature than Ngozi has in the biological and the and the DNA, because he ain't produced nothing.
Well, listen. His opinion of Rick Kitto has to do with the testing and what you can achieve in that. So we can just simply see if the person can do what they can do and see of some of his entertainment purpose or not. We just look that stuff up. In terms of the other stuff, whenever you overturn stuff or presenting something that challenges the modern consensus, you gotta back it up in writing. You can't just do that via YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
But
like you gotta go through the process.
Smash has wrote things that other professors has used as written. He has written things.
I don't know that. I'm not aware.
But you don't know. It's like I know my mama and you know your mama. I know what he's done, but you say you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Where's the journal? Where's the journal?
It's like, don't believe, brother. Yo, go and look. Go and look, man. Go and look. Go and look, brother. Go and look.
Shout out to Smash, right? He can do what he do. All I was saying is that.
Hey,
I ain't listen. Listen. I'm clown. I'm joking. So listen, shout out to Smash. All I'm saying is that I ain't never known Gozy when he spitting up and anything solid. That's all. That's why I came in at. I don't. You know what I mean? So that's one.
Hey, remember in Gozy in the Pharaoh and Alf video when Gozy was talking about some other shit. And you know he started off with numerology. Yeah, a long time ago, man.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all new to the party. Y'all just
you could have listened.
You know
You'd have
you're late to the party, really.
You'd have called me.
Is that Mr. Rich? Mr. Rich, I can't see it because you. Bro. You gotta turn the light on or something in there, man.
No, we don't see him, Mr. Rich.
Yeah.
Listen, he's part of it. But look,
go ahead, guys. I'll let you get it out first.
I turn on both lights, man.
Yeah, man. It look better for
I'm driving in the car, you know what I mean?
No, it's all good. No, you got
Avatar.
The show.
Yeah.
The show is more important than you driving on that road, man. You gotta, look at the screen. Don't look at the road. Look at the screen.
Yeah. I'm saying, Mr. Rich, if you'd have bought me some years ago, you'd have called me on my ancient alien bag. You feel me? Don't judge me, bro. Don't judge me. 2010 Sosa.
That's what I'm about to say.
I used to be all the time, man. I went to Morris Brown, yo. I went to Morris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mr. Rich, you want us to judge a dude that might have changed his mind over the last 10 years? Like, why you want to go back then? Like, why not judge him from what he's saying now today?
No, I'm not trying to get you to change your mind. I'm just saying the stuff he's saying right now is going against a lot of the experts, what they're saying about the DNA.
And what's that?
That's what I'm saying.
What is he saying
like
right now?
You gotta present that.
I like that. I mean, hey, we talking about Sonetta right now, but about the STRs, about ink. Man, we don't even get into all of that, man. We don't get into all that.
Man.
STRs, y'all. STR, it's a lot, man. It's just like it's a lot.
Nigga.
We need, you know what we need though. You know what we need. You know what we need though. You know what we need that we missed out on though. We need that smash debate. We need the line smash up. Though. We gotta set it up. We gotta find that. We gotta line the smash debate.
Hey, just get the whole team, the whole pseudo killers against the Magi Archer. That's it. The whole pseudo killers.
That's too easy. That's too easy.
Nah, man. Don't cop out. Don't cop out, man.
The Magi who?
The Magi Archer.
Y'all shooting arrows when we in jets, man. What's going on,
man? You ain't got no fucking jets. You can't even afford a jet.
We got nukes.
But we do need a line smash out with a good debate. You know what I mean? That deal with that on a language tip that can battle out. We can
let him debate Whitman. Let him debate Whitman. Whitman had him flustered the last time. That should be.
Yo, Whitman agreed with the dude, man. He agreed with him, man.
It does not. You know we interviewed Whitman, right?
And they said somebody screaming. I don't know who it is.
No, Mr. Rich, we talked to Whitman. We talked to Whitman.
So all those people y'all had up there agree with them dudes, man.
We are complaining about the conscious community, and Mr. Rich is making every point that we're making. He is making it valid. So right now, he doesn't understand what peer review means. He doesn't understand what science communication.
Don't tell me what I don't mean, yo. I know what peer review means.
So now, when you claim that Smash has work, then you're being disingenuous. He has no prepared reviewed work. He's not in any journal because he's not an Egyptologist. He's not an Egyptologist. You're wrong. You're disingenuous.
What is an Egyptologist, yo? Tell me what is an Egyptologist? They were racist. They were racist people in the beginning.
Let me finish. Don't come here.
Egyptologist was racist in the beginning.
Let me finish. So the fact that you're going to be disingenuous and says he has work, it's flim flam. I'm
not being disingenuous, nigga.
No.
I'm not being disingenuous, though.
You're trying to undermine Ngozi and you do not have even the prerequisite knowledge to even articulate.
You don't know what I have. I'm driving right now. I can't put up a slide.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's keep it on the
Yo, Sad, talk what you know, homie, not what you believe. I ain't going nowhere.
You are a perfect example of what we're talking about.
And guess what? You're not even, hey, stay over there, yo. You don't know what's going on in America, yo. You don't know what a black man is over here. Stop it.
Either you're the marginalized individual that's been taken care of, or you're the individual that is helping spread misinformation.
We getting off track though. So
yeah, I know. Just because you say I don't mean it's true, homie.
So it started with really smash part of the conscious community. So that's where it started with. Right. How we gonna determine who's in the conscious community, who's not? You know what I'm saying?
Who's telling the truth?
Because I did.
Okay, so
like when I came into it, let me just say this: when I came into it, right, I consider myself a part of it. I consider myself like kind of like DQ posting it. I consider myself the good part of it. Right. Like it's a neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's Crips and blood. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what territory.
Good side and the bad side.
Some territory they over there tripping. They doing crack. You know, they shoot here. You know what I mean? And then you got the other side. You know, they living right. They studying. You know what I'm saying? So it just it's a little bit of both. It depends on where you at in the community. But I look at it all of it as part of the community. And the reason I say that because we know what's going on. The only way you can know what's going on is if you live in the neighborhood.
How do you hold on? Well, my question would be, how do you get in the conscious? So think about it like this, right? How do you get in the conscious community? Like, how do you say I am now a conscious community member? How do you do that?
We start arguing with conscious community niggas.
The moment you start arguing with these niggas, that's when
we saw a spot. We saw a neighborhood, and we thought. We saw a spot,
I see why Neil deGrasse Tyson don't fuck with you niggas.
Can't listen. We saw a spot, right? And we was like, yo, we gonna move in right there, right? And we thought that we could clean up the neighborhood. And we thought we was gonna come in there, and we thought we was gonna clean the neighborhood up. Yeah. But we ended up getting overrun in certain areas.
They stamp conscious community on our back of our necks.
Yeah, but we in the community though. We all in the community. We
outside with the broom. We outside with the broom sweeping. We outside with the broom
said by jumping on panels. DQ said by jumping on panels that make you fall.
Yeah. You move in. That's when you move in. You get your little apartment. Yeah. Once you get a panel, when you get a panel, it's like paying rent. You don't got a little property over. You paying rent. Yeah.
Serious said you gotta climb Mount Ignorant.
Yes, the moment you get triggered enough to the point that you need to engage, Brian, from the moment you are emotionally involved, so you're going to engage, right? That moment you're part of it. You get frustrated, you get upset when you hear Inky talking that nonsense because you're part of it. Like,
the chat is the whole neighborhood. The chat is the whole neighborhood. The chat.
I think it's your intellect is being insulted, and you can't control your emotions. So it's like the assault on your intellect becomes because that's what it was for me, honestly. The more misinformation I heard, and it was specifically about one particular thing, it was about the confusion on Paul in the Bible, and then it became the misinformation and not knowing about a certain part of history. Like, hold on. Like, we don't know this, but we arguing this. So it was like, all right.
Hi, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your support. Like, share, and subscribe to the Pseudo Killers and community of skeptics. Thank you.
My bad. I had to get that in real quick. Sabio, I forgot to do it earlier. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hey, Sabio, go ahead and finish your thought.
Turn your mic up, Sabio.
It's up all the way. I guess
I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I forgot to put. Go ahead, Sabio.
Yeah, you good. I guess I gotta speak a little closer to the mic. Can y'all hear me better?
Yeah.
Put your lips on the mic. Pause.
Hella pause.
Like how you used to back in the day. You used to be too loud. Now you too low.
But yeah, so
Or turn your gain up on your mixer or whatever whatever you use, and turn the gain up on it.
But yeah, that's what really brought. I think that's really what it is for most people who just like us. The insult and the assault on our intelligence and what we've come to know as men and women. I don't think we can just sit back and allow people to lie to us or tell us things that we know aren't factual.
That's it.
I mean, when you honestly think about it, why else would we join these panels, study all this shit?
The homie Steph trip. You trip. The homie, you out. But listen, homie Steph, you out.
I know it ain't.
Yeah, but anyway.
So you got a Timu mic, yo.
I know this shit. Oh, I've been having this shit for
man. Don't do my dog Sabio like that, man.
But listen, the only reason you be knowing what's going on in the community, like you said, we in this motherfucker. We just a neighborhood. We try to clean up the suburb. We try to make it a suburb. You feel me?
At least he ain't got that little ass mic that Tiffany French got, man. She got the little peanut mic.
hey, it's clear though. I see somebody else with it. You gotta like clip it to like your collar.
That's a little TikTok
clear though.
A little tiny mic.
Yeah, I see some of it. It's clear though.
Yeah, clear. Man. So damn, my bad, man. It threw me off. I had a question for y'all. Okay, so now that we've established that we may be or maybe not be part of the conscious community by default from just touching the conscious community. You know, as soon as you touch it, you got it. It's like it's contagious.
We try to clean up the neighborhood, Ken. You know that.
So the minute you say I ain't in the conscious community, that means you in the conscious community because you're trying to deny it.
You're trying to clean up the neighborhood. That's why you care. You're like, man, I live here. I can run them up. You know what I'm saying? That's why you try to clean it up.
And so we in this zone, whether we like it or not. We in here.
Yeah, we in this piece, man.
God damn.
Yeah, you know
how do you get out the conscious community? How do you get out?
Shit, you gotta hit that sign out, log off.
You gotta delete your profile, delete your YouTube account.
This how you know. This how you don't know you don't live there no more. You had on Young Pharaoh? What? I don't even know. What? Man. You ever have a son? What? Nah, I don't. That's how you know you move, bro. That's how you know you move. You don't know nothing that's going on in the community. You feel me? Like a neighborhood I live. I don't know nothing about what's going on there no more. I don't live there no more.
He said,
I don't know what's happening over there. Like shout out to my brother Jose. He wants to have this Black Egypt conversation, and the stuff he's talking about is like, bro. You know, we've been down this road about 4 years ago. Like, I'm not interested in rehashing this conversation. You're new to the community, I can tell. You're new to this information, I can tell. But I don't necessarily want to have a conversation I had 4 years ago.
Bro?
Our new friend Jose. He's every time he pops up, I know where he's going. He wants to have the Black Egypt conversation. Like, bro, no, like we're not doing that anymore. That's dead. And if you're gonna have it, like we are so far in the conversation, bro. We're not doing they call themselves Kemet thing anymore. Like no, you're at the. You just discovered Dr. Ben. I know you just discovered Dr. Ben. You just heard of Sheikh Anta Diop. You're going down the misinformation route. I can hear where you are in your development, but I'm not willing to have that conversation. Like I'm simply not. No, Egyptians didn't call themselves Black. It's anachronistic. We understand what the Kemet was. There is text when they're saying we're going down to the Kemet. We understand that the Desheret is just as much a part of Egypt as the Kemet, right? The two go hand in hand. But the most fertile, the most productive part of the land, where humanity is centralized, is around that fertile soil. but 42 gnomes, distinct people at a distance that spans the length, the width of the United States. Do you expect them to be a monolith? And if they're not a monolith, why would they identify themselves based on a skin color? It's like saying Americans means white. That makes no sense. It is a multi-ethnical society. It's an empire, quote unquote, type of situation. There are different ethnicities that make up what is called the United States of America. There is no one phenotype that represents that country. And then to apply anachronistic terms like black and white, I'm not having that conversation with nobody. It is a black conscious community conversation. And right now, everything I'm doing fits right within that paradigm.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know who the other boy is.
Who that?
Jose.
Yeah, I didn't even see him in the chat. Said I don't even see where he at.
He was up on with us on the Community of Skeptics.
Yesterday.
Yeah, and anybody that's referring to Dr. Ben and holding on to narratives like Sheikh Anta Diop, I don't care which side of the spectrum you're on. If you're talking that stuff,
yeah,
you're part of the black conscious community.
So another part of this community, another part of this conversation was going to be I don't even want to really say it because I don't want people to take it the wrong way, right? But I'm gonna say
never stop you. You never stop you.
Right. Do y'all feel like black people,
it is,
or not black people?
It is.
Majority of black people.
Okay. Sorry. I already don't like it. Where this go?
Are too stupid.
If they eat chicken, you wrong, bro. I promise.
Do y'all feel like black people, majority of black people, are too stupid to understand science? That was like another question I was gonna add in the title, but I didn't want to put it on the title because I didn't want black people to get offended. Since we talking to us, majority of black people. No, but we just talking about black people right now. We're gonna get the majority of people. We talking about majority of black people. And so you say yeah. So hold on.
Not necessarily stupid. Yes. It's just that
I'm surprised.
Not most people can't. I just think like there's one that has to be an interest there. Most African Americans, I think we can statistically show don't even have that type of interest in science to even learn. Now, do they have the capacity? Are you asking? Do African Americans have the capacity to learn? Are you asking me that?
And see, that's why I wanted to. That's why I didn't want to make it the title because it's like posteriors. I know it could be insulting, right? But I know it's not all. I know it's not all black people because obviously, we amongst people that love science as black people. Yeah. But when you talk to your friend, like, do y'all have this? Hold on. So I came to that not conclusion because it's not a conclusion. I'm just saying I came to that hypothesis because I was talking to some of my homeboys, and I've been
capacity, kid. Be clear.
Huh?
They don't have the. You saying they don't have the capacity to learn?
I'm saying they don't.
Not they. We. You gotta say we.
I don't want to say the capacity, but it's like when you talk to your peers that ain't part of this community or part of your circle, like or the pseudo killer or whatever, part of your people that talk on a regular basis in the Discord, whatever. This the people outside that from back in the day that from growing up with. You know what I'm saying? They don't got nothing to do with this. It seems like they can't gravitate towards like when you drop stuff on them, the religion blocks them from even accepting what you're trying to bring to them. Like if we talking about evolution. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my partner about evolution. I'm like, yeah, man, woo. Is evidence behind this, that, and the third. And he was like, nah. He said, well, I said, what's the evidence for God? He said, language. And I said, language? I said, what do you mean? I said, what? And I knew what he was talking about, but I was like, nah, you ain't about to go there with it. He was like, yeah, because God had to speak. God had to teach man language. How else would you know language? Like when you a baby, you got to get taught how to speak English or whatever. I'm like, I'm like, but bro, who taught God English? You know what I'm saying? But then I had to go and do my research on who, you know, how the first person, you know, the first, not even the first person, but how language evolved from, you know what I'm saying, in humanity or whatever like that.
Yeah,
and
who's gonna do that? Who's gonna do that?
The nigga just he was laughing at me, yo. Like I was bringing him facts. He was just, I was like, yo, I said, yo, my people stupid.
No, I'm gonna say this. It's
stupid, man.
First of all, I'm gonna agree with Sosa. Majority of people are not interested in science, and you got to understand that. I'm not saying we're exceptional, but we're nerds, bro. The stuff we do for fun is not fun. Like we really think it's fun because that's how our minds are wired, but it's not really fun. The stuff we do is boring as hell, and we're entertained by it, right? So, and that is the majority of humanity. Science is counterintuitive. Exercising the brain is counterintuitive, right? It costs energy that the body simply doesn't like to do. We've been doing this so long, our brains are conditioned. Most people can't even listen to one paragraph before they cut you off. It's too much information. We are accustomed to doing this. Doesn't mean that overall people are ignorant, because each one of us is going to have the same story about the people around us. But when we look at the people around us, they're perfectly functioning, healthy people functioning in society, but they do the path of least resistance. If I don't have to think about it, and God did it, it's okay. It is nerds like us that engage in this quest for knowledge like that.
Yeah, it's easy to show them. I'll show them for them to learn. I'll give you interest in science if it has something to do other than the creation of like life, humans. You're gonna run into, you know what I mean? It's easy so they can get into science when it's other things. But when you're talking about, how humans came into existence, that's a little too much. Like you really gotta
slow that.
You really gotta have your interest in it. You know what I mean? You gotta have the curiosity first.
Yeah,
to be thinking outside the box. You know what I'm saying?
He asked me a question like, who was the first man that spoke language? I'm like, bro, first of all, you gotta get to there wasn't no first man. Then you gotta do all that. Then you gotta get to the first, you know, I'm like, come on.
First man. Damn.
Yeah, but then nobody, then the question would be like, how could anyone possibly know that?
Then I said, well, so I came back and I was like, yo, well, what evidence do you have that God gave somebody language? Man told me it was written, yo. I was like,
the Bible. You already know that answer. It's just too easy.
Man. I told him that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, man.
You want me to go to the chapter? It's in the book, can't you?
You want the dude to go and research that? Like, why would he have to go and do that whole linguistics and understand evolution in population?
Hold on, sis. So look, we got.
Do you not know about the Tower of Babel?
Yeah, come on. I already.
Man,
I knew where he was going with it, yo.
He's like, don't ask no stupid question, brother. You know about the Tower of Babel. He think you retarded.
Yo,
it's crazy. Look, me and him learned it at the same time. Me and him went to we went to a little private school back in the day that they taught, it was a Christian school and shit. So I know what he know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking with him, but I'm knowing where he going with it the whole time. But I'm like, damn, bro. That shit don't make sense.
See, like they say they don't eat pork and it's not part of their tradition. But in the Bible, why did Jesus and how come the pigs were there for them to send the pigs in? So why would they be cultivating pigs if they don't eat pigs? Like what? Like how do y'all read this book with special glasses? Now you see that already, right? Because it's not referred to as literature. It's referred to as scripture. There is this divinity with which you must engage with this particular document. Mm-hmm. So when I say they use certain techniques, tropes, fables, fiction, when I say that, people are freaked out because this was not written by human beings employing technical stuff. It is from God. So to say fiction or fables, no. All fables mean is using animals as part of the storytelling process. That's it.
I feel like the black community gets rocked. We get rocked with a right by religion, and then when we shake the religion off, you know what I'm saying? The religion hit us in the jaw off birth, from birth. Bow, we get hit with that. We dazed, you know, in indoctrination. Then when we kind of get our bearings, the conscious community just come back with an uppercut and knock us in the goddamn in the stars somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And they take us out. Some of us make, and if you can't make it past the conscious community stage, you just go off in the crazy land. You just to never be seen again. You just crazy.
The conscious community is really the unconscious community because it is a twilight zone, right? And it is rooted in, I'm going to say this, in con artistness. From way back when, Marcus Garvey was the first one that started and gave the blueprint how to hustle black people. I'm gonna keep saying it whether y'all like me or not.
Nah, you can't dirty up his name either.
Keep saying it whether you like it or not. The blueprint, for taking money out of black people's pocket and selling them pipe dreams without anything supporting that narrative. You can disagree with me, and we see it continuously on today. To the Dr. Sabies, to the Dr. Sabies, to the Polites, to the status correction, all scammers coming out of one particular paradigm.
Hold on, you put Marcus Garvey with Dr. Sabi? That's what you just said?
You simply doesn't understand. You don't
put Marcus Garvey, man. I know the hell I'm talking about, yo. You just
blueprint.
Hey, you just got to the thing. There's no conscious community where you're from.
The blueprint was
Here we go.
The blueprint was given for how to bamboozle.
Nigga, I'll do it. I'll go against you on this. Let's debate.
Telling them a pipe dream.
Let's debate on Marcus Garvey versus.
Are they not both? Are they both scammers or not, Rich?
Nah, they ain't scammers. Dr. Sabi is a scammer for sure. Marcus Garvey wasn't a scammer.
Marcus Garvey didn't scam the people out the money.
Nah, he ain't scammed nobody.
You know, there's mixed feelings.
Show me where you scammed somebody at. Show me where you scammed somebody at.
I'm gonna stay out of that one.
Didn't he go to jail for the ticket? The tickets he
sold.
He
always arrest niggas.
Man, that was sabotage, man. Come on, man. We all know that.
The white man. You saying the white man?
You said what? You said what?
You said the white man took him down.
I ain't said no white man. I said they had sabotage. That's why the shit didn't work.
Sabotage by who?
Sabotage. A lot of people didn't like that. What?
Nah. He did misscrew the money thing with the selling selling a piece of the stocks for the ship. That was.
And Enki tried to do the same thing. Enki tried to do the same goddamn trick on him, selling people stocks in his water company, his Fruit Fast. Ain't Enki trying to do the same damn thing?
Yo, you can't dirty up Dr. You know what I'm saying? The most high Garvey,
and telling people status correction. Where do these ideas come from? Where are they rooted?
It came from Marcus Garvey. That's what you're saying? It came from Marcus Garvey? Okay.
Bro. Again, if you
now you're being disingenuous, Cedric. Now you're being disingenuous, man.
I know you're emotionally charged with what
I'm not emotional, yo. What are you talking about?
Continue to say the blueprint for scamming black people was established way back then. I think the not Farrakhan, but the dude not Elijah, the one before him, the Circle 7 Quran. The Circle 7
saying he's before Marcus Garvey.
He was before, right?
Yeah, he's before Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
They're like contemporary.
Contemporary, right? Like hustling black folks started way back when.
Visit Garvey when he was in. And Garvey wasn't locked up, but
preying on black people's ignorance and our marginalized position is nothing new, and it's predominantly done by those amongst us because they understand the vulnerability and the susceptibility. Drew Ali, there you go. That's it. What about the Muhammad Ali? What about the Ali Muhammad? Another scammer, right? Come from the same environment. He's telling people that he has the magic wand where he's going to take a drip of your blood and tell you have liver disease, and then he's going to give you that magic bath that's going to pull all the stuff from under your feet.
The reason I don't mix them though, because even with Garvey or Noble Drew Ali, there's still with some black nationalism in them. So, you know, like in terms of them putting out, like they employ some black people on some real tight works. That's why I don't really like to throw them too. You got to kind of you can't just give them their bad boys. You got to give them their whole spill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think Garvey had a paper. Like they was on some black nationalism.
He had a lot of
there was
shit,
some stuff mixing
in,
but you know,
man, Garvey had a admiral's hat from 1942 on his head. Man, listen. The weird hats started with Garvey.
I'll let y'all debate that. Y'all can have that debate. I ain't gonna go too much.
You're gonna lose that one. You want to debate that one?
Didn't he have a pseudo hat as well? Noble Drew Ali also had a pseudo headdress, right? They all have a pseudo headdress.
Noble Drew Ali wore fast.
Would y'all say Marcus Garvey was part of the conscious community?
Nah, he was part of the Harlem Renaissance, yo. He was part of the Harlem Renaissance,
Okay, so he wasn't.
This is what they're saying comes out of that. If you keep going back, you're gonna say, was Dr. Ben Van Sertima and all in part of the conscious community? John Henry Clark?
I thought they said they was though.
That's what I'm saying. So if they're there, then Delbert Blair's there too. Bobby Hemmond's there.
Y'all think Bobby Hemmond is like Dr. Ben? Y'all put them in the same category?
Phil Valentine.
I got more.
Bobby Hemmond is way out there.
Dr. Ben and Bobby Hemmond.
Phil Valentine used to charge for a course or to become part of his kinetic physician clinic. I teach you to be a metaphysical physician and a holistic practitioner of the well-being of our. I'll charge you $2,000 and you become a certified medical practitioner of my school of particular thought. Ain't that hustling?
But my thing with you know, with Dr. Ben is mostly like you can knock him for the fake credential stuff. For the information, he's been wrong. That's not really a big deal. But you talk about like Bobby Hemmond and Phil Bad. That's a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? I would not compare Bobby Hemmond and the chakra. The chakras. Listen, the chakras in your anus. Activating the chakra, like Bobby Hemmond was a wild boy. Like, man, Bobby Hemmond was a wild boy.
Yeah, your root chakra is in your anus. So imagine how you gotta activate that.
Gotta activate that. Gotta activate that too.
Oh,
use your imagination on that one.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna.
Kemet TV said the conscious community is the new age. The conscious community is the YouTube era. Or I guess the new age
conscious community is new age. The conscious community is
I don't know what you're talking about right there, Kemet TV. You're gonna have to reword that or something.
Basically, they're saying like the conscious community begins when YouTube, when you can go online, because there's a conscious community. I think you got the online should be separated from the other one. You got the online, which piggybacks off of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
conscious community been here way before YouTube was out, homie.
Yeah, we can't. Ben. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I make it. I draw a line though. Like the YouTube is something different than the YouTube just had the records of them, like the old videos of them dudes. They was never really here. So
what would y'all say? What would y'all say the conscious community started with Dr. Clark and them?
Unc often says that the conscious community started with academic rigor in terms of establishing our true identity in terms of Black existentialism and producing an accurate historical narrative to compete on an academic level, right? That's where you had the ASCACs and these type of organizations. That's how Black studies became part of the education curriculum. True to what Soul
You go back to like you don't go back to like people like talking about like Hubert Harris, like teaching on a soapbox on a you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be
I don't
the
think that's the
origin
black.
of
I don't think that's the conscious community though. I think the conscious community came with
that's it.
that new
With Hubert Harris, listen, with Hubert Harris, that's where you get Marcus Garvey. That's where you the noble. All that is right. That's the same. That's the timeline right there.
I mean, ask your question.
Right
is Madame Blavatsky that new age science? That's to me, that's the conscious community. That type of
Madame Blavatsky?
No, that's white boys, right? That's some new age.
But the conscious community has some of those teachings like the Rosicrucians and all that shit. You know what I mean?
So would y'all say that?
All of that back in the day.
Hold on, would y'all say that? Would y'all say any white people are a part of the conscious community as far as like
Hell
back in the day? Because that's kind of what Rich saying.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't.
Well, I'm not saying the white people. I'm just saying that concept, that lady. They use some of that new age science in the conscious community.
New age.
Yeah,
they did.
I mean, yes.
I mean, if you're from Atlanta, if you've been in Atlanta was like one of the biggest conscious communities back in the day.
Did.
You know, after they used to bring all the Dr. Umars and all those, flim flammers. You know what I mean? Polite, everybody.
So what are white people? So what are the white people you talk about? They bring to Atlanta, the white boy.
Yeah, what white people was like doing lectures and.
Nah, I'm just talking about Madame Blavatsky. I'm just talking about the concept. You know what I mean?
That's something like people have heard of that. Some of that may have seeped in, but I don't think that was like
like I say again, along the way, when the Dr. Benz and these individuals sort of began to fade out and die off, you got the rise of the next layer, the Layla Africas, the Bobby Hemmonds, the Phil Valentines. The pseudoisms became predominant, right? Egypt was no longer dealt with from an academic perspective, but the religious nonsense came to the forefront. The Shriners and we are Kemetites and Black Egypt became more a religious endeavor than an academic one, right? So instead of continuing the process to put Africa up Egypt in its proper African perspective, the conscious community ran with the Black Egypt concept and took what these actual academics were doing completely out of the academic rigor. And that is where we're here today, right? We're dealing with pseudoism, misinformation, overturning scholarly consensus from YouTube, and while you're smoking weed, flim-flamming that you supposedly got Egyptologists to overturn their work when that's not true. That we got the Asar Imhotep, who is creating a whole new philology of language based on arbitrary assertions. So the conscious community went completely left, including the scammers and the hustlers. We're dealing with lost identity, the Hebrews.
Black Egypt
there's a balance that is necessary. Something needs to tip the scales.
I agree with Kevin TV, because this is what he's saying too. The conscious community turns to be YouTube and a new age YouTube era, because when you talk about these other people, because you got to include people like Booker T, Dubois, because all these people are writing, because Garvey is going fighting against people like Dubois, but these are like academics. John Henry Clark, these people are professors.
Academics.
These aren't. That's not YouTube people.
No,
YouTube conscious community aren't. That's a whole nother. That's why I separate the two. It's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? These are academic people with collegiate backgrounds.
You know what I'm saying, Sosa? You know what I'm saying? It's like when you call people Pan-Africans, you can't lump them all in one group.
Amos Wilson,
you know what I'm saying? And then it'd be like the Pan-Africans that was doing one thing, and then you got the other Pan-Africans like Professor, like Pan-African James and them.
What about it? What about it?
Pan-African James was doing.
So what's wrong with being Pan-African, yo?
You got the real Pan-Africans like Dr. Mayat and Chill.
Nah, he's talking about that.
What makes you a real Pan-African
versus your?
It's a difference, brother Rich. You got my sister Juju. Hold on, so you got my sister Juju. You got Chilembwe and Dr. Mayat. They represent the real Pan-Africanism.
How? Why? How? How?
But then you got the Pan-African Jameses and
hold up, man.
And the Umar Johnsons.
Hold up. What makes them more Pan-African, y'all? What makes them more Pan-African? Because I want to see what they did in the community. Not just talking on damn YouTube.
It's a difference, man.
Not talking. Wait. Difference. Let me ask you a question. Is it just talking, or you got to put some action towards it?
It's a
Pan-African.
It's a difference.
Both. You gotta go to Gambia. You gotta go to Gambia. You gotta go to Gambia.
You putting in work right now, nigga. What are you doing, Mr. Rich?
You gotta go to Gambia.
All you got is the red, the black, and the green. Nah, nigga.
If you ain't been to Gambia,
I tell you, ready?
You ain't no Pan-African.
Are you ready? I'll tell you how I'm Pan-African, homie. Right in Atlanta, I had a non-profit for homeless men, black men, in Atlanta for 2 years, and I had a house. I had 2 houses. One on motherfucking Simpson Road in West Lake on Simpson, right? I had a house there. I did shit for 2 years, nigga.
Okay.
With listen, with no government assistance. I used to have promotion. I used to drive these dudes to Alabama, Florida, Tennessee, doing NASCAR shit, all of that. For the black community. I know I'm Pan-African. I ain't just talking this bullshit. Cedric talking it from another country. He ain't never been in no country community. You know what I mean?
Cedric ain't no Pan-African. Hold on, man. Hey, hold on, but no, so first off, hats off to you, sir. Salute to you. For doing
and that's my own money. That's my own money.
Man, much respect for that. I think it's an ideology difference though that we refer to. So one thing is though, you do that for your people and all that, and that's all, you know what I'm saying? That's all applauded, you know what I'm saying? We respect that. But it's an ideology difference that we I often go back and forth with Juju and them. And they're like, nah, that ain't real, or they don't say that's not real Pan-African.
So what do they say that's Pan-African? What do they say it is? Tell me.
Man, we gotta get one of them on the panel.
Okay.
It's like it's a difference though. It's a difference.
What's the difference between? I want to know the difference what they doing. Because Pan-African means that you're doing something.
It's a difference in the ideology from the Garvey to the what's the other dude name? What's my man name? The other cat. Is you got Garveyism and you got
W.E.B. Du Bois?
W.E.B. Du Bois. So
now they both was on Pan-African. It just was different ideas.
Yeah, but W.E.B. So it was one that originated though. The W.E.B. Du Bois was where it started out with the scholarship. I mean, with the school and with the education.
Yeah, and, the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, you said the who?
Bourgeoisie, like the rich people. Go ahead.
The rich people. I don't know. So you might be on. I don't know what right there. What you?
Yeah, talented 10.
No, as far as
he's talking about the people that can afford to be trained at 10%.
But when it came to Garvey and them, they fucked it up.
How he did that? He implemented Pan-Africanism.
That led to the Umar Johnson. That would led to the RBGs and all of that.
No, man, y'all can't blame. Come on now, you blame Marcus Garvey.
We gotta get the real Pan-Africans in there. Y'all listening? I know y'all out there, man. You know, real Pan-Africans coming in the building.
Hey, this is
you blame Marcus Garvey and Umar Johnson?
Hey, do
you blame Dr. Marcus Garvey for Dr. Umar Johnson?
You know I'm mad right now. Hey, Sosa, you know I'm mad because anytime we have a Pan-African argument, Juju and all of them and chilling them be on our head. Where they at?
They hide in the bushes.
Where they at, man?
I want to know the difference, man. I want to know the difference what they got as far as Pan-African versus Marcus Garvey.
They're trying to act like they don't live here with us. They're like, y'all live here. Try to act like I don't live over there. I live over here.
Mr. Rich, I've been arguing with you for a long time about this Pan-African thing, and I say, yo, all of them the same. But I mean, I do understand it's a difference. I just can't, because I'm not a Pan-African, so I'm not going to be able to say it.
I never.
Hold up. Everybody on this channel black. This is Pan-African right here. We came in together to talk some dialogue. To have dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
That for me is Pan-Africanism, recognizing our commonality, but understanding our differences, right? Because saying I'm Pan-Africanism doesn't create upward mobility for my family. What are the practical aspects of it? If you're saying Pan-Africanism is simply looking out for another black man or another black community, then yeah, I'm a Pan-Africanist. But in terms of saying Pan-Africanism is a thing, It's
a what? It's a what? I don't understand what you just said.
To say that it's an actual thing, an actual system, something. No, it is an ideology. It's something that
it is an ideology, right? That's going to help us advance. That's going to help us maximize our potential.
So now, when you say that, you would have to quantify how that is possible.
I will. Well, okay. What's happening in Burkina Faso right now? What's happening in Burkina Faso right now?
Man.
The nigga is Pan-African. Ibrahim Traoré is Pan-African. Man, come on.
Hey, look, it's a difference, Mr. Rich. I don't really know all the way what that difference is, but it's a difference between, because you with the Pan-African James side of the thing, I'm presuming.
Absolutely. We all Pan-African.
Yeah, nah, y'all on the wrong side, man. Y'all messing up Pan-Africanism. Y'all messing
on the
up
wrong side. Hold up.
Y'all racist.
Pan-African is how we got it here, yo. How the pseudo killers got made. How pseudo killers got made, yo. All black people.
Y'all the wrong type of Pan-Africans, man.
Nah, Mason. Nah. We ain't no Masons, yo.
Nah, I ain't say y'all was Masons.
Y'all Pan-Africans just don't even know
it. Racist.
Yeah, y'all racist. Did y'all be like Pan-African? Like you,
hold on.
So you
man, y'all niggas, y'all live in America?
Hold on. You
y'all live in America, yo?
Hold on a minute, bro. You're aligning yourself with Pan-African James. You know what Pan-African James says?
What do you say?
He says white people is a whole other species.
Who cares about that, yo?
That's racist.
I'm done.
But who cares? Okay, wait. So the white people ain't racist?
So you're engaging.
Let me ask you a question. So white people, wait, man. So this world is not racist towards black people, bro?
What they got to do with anything? We talking about Pan-African.
You call them a racist, right?
You must be dumb and ignorant.
Right?
Yeah.
I must be dumb and ignorant.
Okay, so hold up.
As far as I know, the real Pan-Africans ain't racist.
Equal to the other
wait.
As far as I know, the real Pan-Africans ain't racist. They stand on education.
Wait, just because he said that, it makes him a racist? He's talking science, right?
No, it's a lot of shit he say that.
So let me ask you a question.
Not just that one thing. It's a lot of stuff he says. I can't go back and recall everything he said.
Okay, I got you. He said something to white people. I got you. So what if I said that 79% of the crimes done against children is done by 20% of the 29% of the population, which is white men? Is that racist? Is that the fact? Is that racist?
I don't know. I say pull it up. Let's look at the stats. I don't know.
Pull it up. All the child crimes, right? 79% of crimes done to children. 79% of crimes done to children, child molestation, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The human trafficking is done by white men. Am I racist for saying that?
No. When you classify us part of humans as another species, then you're not only racist, you're scientifically inaccurate. So you need, when we're having a conversation, my good brother, this category switching thing that you do, it doesn't support a healthy conversation. You're doing the whataboutism and that stuff.
Man, nah, yo.
I don't know if you're aware of it. I don't know if you're aware of it, that you should respond to the context in which the statement was made. Kent was very specific in articulating why and what type of rhetoric he is challenging. You move that to something completely non sequitur. That's disingenuous.
How did I do that? Wait. You said because he made a statement about white people being not a human species or whatever. How's that make him racist? He's talking about science and his understanding of what he's reading. So how does it make him racist?
You say he's doing what? You say
he's bringing science. He's bringing science, right? Right? So if he's bringing science, how is he racist?
He's read science. You say he's read science, so how is he racist?
No, he's bringing science. He's bringing science.
He's bringing science. So you think that him saying that...
reading scientific papers. Go ahead.
You think that him saying that white people is a different species is him bringing science to the table?
Yo, he had to read some scientific papers to get that.
How do you get that from scientific papers though? Don't know.
He showed y'all already.
What scientific paper says that, bro? Come on, man. Like,
man, he already showed all the articles. He already showed all of that shit, man. Come on, man.
Hey, all right, I'm gonna let you share your screen. Give us a source.
I'm in the car, man. I'm in the car, man. So I was ready for Sarnetta. Y'all, thumbnail is Sarnetta. It ain't about Pan African.
Can you point me in the direction to an expert that says that, or to a site that says that?
Hey, you know what? When I go in the back chat, I hit Pan African James, and I'll give you an article.
True indeed.
And when we get the article, then homeboy Cedric can see that he ain't being racist. He just read scientific papers, just like he's doing. So they can't make him a racist.
Oh, so Kemet TV said, I don't think Kemet TV agree with y'all either. He said Cedric should take his own advice. It's disingenuous to compare Pan-Africanism to a crackpot YouTuber who adopted the Pan-African title. I'm guessing you're talking about Pan-African James, but I guess so. Kemet TV.
I don't know what that dude Kemet TV is talking about, which I never mentioned any particular name or anything. Like, bro, if you're confused, be confused. That's okay, but I should take my own advice. Disingenuous, like, bro, we're having a conversation about one thing, right? You move to something completely non sequitur as if that supports your argument. If we cannot even have a discussion coherently or sincerely, then what's the point? And if you are going to say Pan-African James was talking science, all I'm going to do is mute my mic, and there's where I stop talking to you. I'm done. Like,
well, guess what? Mute your damn mic then. Stop talking.
No, you're on the Pseudo Killer panel, bro. Don't forget that.
Okay, well, don't say no shit that you ain't going to do.
Don't forget you're on the Pseudo Killer panel.
Hey, no, you good. Hold on. Hey, Mr. Rich. Hold on.
Hey, guess what? Hey, Cedric, guess what? If you saw me in real life, homie, you won't be talking that bullshit. I promise you.
No, we ain't gonna go there. Hold on.
I know that. I'm being respectful, but I'm saying, if you saw me in real life,
look how quickly it digressed because I called you out on your bullshit. I ain't gonna fight with you.
I'm just saying.
I got grown children, and I train pit bulls.
I got grown children too, homie.
You ain't fighting with me.
We have to take deep breaths.
I'm gonna put my dog on your ass.
Take deep breaths. Hey,
Rich,
I had a question. Real quick, Mr. Rich.
Go ahead.
So if white people said that you weren't human, would that be racist?
If they said no, it wouldn't be racist. No.
If they said that you wasn't human,
disingenuous.
That wouldn't be. Hold on, that wouldn't be racist.
No, because it's how they feel, man. It's how they feel.
Well, that's why I mute my mic.
If they say all black people ain't humans, and they just talking to me, if they just talking to me, right? They say, sorry, you ain't a human. I don't give a fuck. They ain't racist.
So what is racism to you?
Racism to me is when a white person stops you from getting housing, from getting a good education, from getting this job.
For classifying you as less than a human.
And racism is two different things.
Classifying you less other than a human.
Classifying me other than human. Hey, I don't. Nah.
Now you're confused.
It's about the race. It's about the race, man.
You're playing with me right now.
Racism is keeping me away from economic power, right, and resources. That's racist.
Power to
you're talking about is prejudice or you know what I mean? They're prejudiced or what's the other word?
That is
by calling me non-human. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think they were saying about us when we was under slavery, yo? They were saying we was less than human, yo. We wasn't human.
Yeah, but I know, but it was more than that, though.
No, but they said that too, though. But that part, though. That part.
Yeah.
So that was racist, right? Come on, man. You ain't got it down for the show. Come on, man. We've been kicking it. We've been rocking so far the whole time. Now you want to switch up on me.
Saying it's non-human. Is that racist? Nah.
Just because you don't want to go against your boy Pan-African James.
No, I'm talking about myself. I'm staying with the concept of racism deals with race as far as us having economic power and resources. I'm going to stay with that.
All right, cool. I mean, I'll let you have that. You know what I'm saying? That's true too.
Discrimination versus racism. Everybody could be a racist. It takes power to discriminate. You're confusing the two concepts. But again,
no.
It
takes power. It takes. Okay, so we might disagree on that one.
But like I said, we're gonna do a show one day, man, and I'm gonna get the real Pan-Africans. See, you lucky tonight because the real Pan-Africans ain't in the building. But once I get them boys on here,
I want to see.
You're gonna be in trouble, Mr. Rich.
I ain't be in trouble because I don't know what they did. I don't know what they talking about.
Listen,
you gotta do something, man.
Listen, man, it's more than just the Garvey joint. You talk to RBG.
No. I'm talking about doing something in your real life.
But look, I will give credit where credit due. Hold on, I will give credit where credit due. You out here in Atlanta doing your thing, giving out to the black people in the community. So keep on doing that. So I applaud you on that. You know what I mean?
I'm done with that because I tired of helping these grown ass niggas. I got rid of that.
Ain't nobody else doing
listen though. That can be pro-blackness, like, but you know, Pan-Africanism is a little more layers to it.
And Africanism is reaching out to all the Africans across the world type thing, and
across the diaspora, trying to work together with whoever. I mean, whoever's black, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we on the bottom, and ain't nobody else helping us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else gonna solve our problem.
For sure.
Yeah. Somebody asked if you believe in systematic racism. I think you do.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? I mean, y'all live in America, right? Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all act like y'all live in America. Come on.
Yeah. So,
systematic racism, man.
Yeah, but once some Pan-Africans get in the building, man, we gonna let them get at y'all, man.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this different Pan-Africanism. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, it's a difference.
You heard it. So do you support Dr. Umar and
Hell no. Hell no.
But hold on. He is the prince.
The prince.
No, wait. He said he the prince.
He is the prince of
Pan-Africanism. He said he the prince.
I don't know who the king is, but I know who the prince is.
Nah, he said he's the prince, man. He said that.
So why do you not?
That's messed up. The Pan-Africans turn on their own, man.
But I'm asking, why do you not? Listen, I'm asking though, why do you not accept Umar's brand of Pan-Africanism? He's a Pan-Africanist.
Man, listen. He been
how can he not be a Pan-Africanist?
Because he been scamming the people. False pretenses. Yeah. It's like, okay, somebody say like them niggas who out there saying they ICE and they're not really ICE, right? They just some regular people just disguised as ICE. He's a regular person saying he's Pan-African to get the people to, get the money.
That man got a whole school like that, man. That man got a whole school like that.
Indigenous say now, hey, look, Indigenous say now y'all want to deny him when he was popping.
Exactly. He ain't never get no money from me. He ain't never get no money from me.
So what about General Seti?
Man, come on, man. Don't ask me those silly questions, Joe. Don't ask me those silly questions.
How's that silly? That's your brother in Pan-Africanism. Y'all brothers in Christ. That's y'all brothers in Pan-Africanism.
He ain't his answer yet. What are you saying?
Hold on. So you kick Seti out?
Hell
no.
Seti
ain't a Pan-African?
Absolutely.
All that work he put in for the black community.
What work? What work he did?
Hey, that man been banging on the beast since you've been in diapers.
That man been banging on the beast.
How long Seti been banging on the beast?
The beast.
Pan-African, you ain't gotta be banging on the beast. Hey, Pan-African ain't about banging on the beast, about working together with some other black people. Man, ain't about banging on the beast.
Yeah, it's a little bit of turmoil within the Pan-African community.
Straight up the middle. Straight up the middle.
Right up the middle, yeah. Something ain't right.
Straight up the middle.
Something ain't right, man.
Y'all playing, man. Y'all playing.
Something ain't right.
They ain't got no love for Seti.
Yeah, they ain't got no love for Seti, yo.
Let me ask you a question. Is Sarnetta to you, because you said Seti is Pan-African. Is Sarnetta Pan-African?
I think he would claim himself to be one. I don't know.
I think he would, though. I think it would probably consider himself pro-black. Probably not a Pan-African. If I had to guess.
If he rocking anybody rocking the red, black, and green, I think they claim to be.
So he come from like NOI, Khalid. He come out of NOI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Khalid Muhammad
was pro-black.
Yeah.
Black militant.
If he came under Khalid Muhammad, then I definitely know that he got down, especially pro-black, but Pan-African.
Yeah. But
racist. Because Khalid Muhammad was racist. Khalid Muhammad was the most racist motherfucker I ever heard speak in my life.
Nah, man. You think he's racist?
What?
Hold on.
Khalid Muhammad, that nigga say. Bro,
So he kicked Seti out, except Khalil Muhammad.
Wait.
Hold on. Khalil Muhammad, hear me out, Mr. Rich. Khalil Muhammad said, kill. I don't even want to, but I can't even say kill. I don't even want to say
babies.
He said unalive
marshmallow baby.
Because they gonna grow up and enslave your children.
Nah.
Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Is that not?
He ain't racist. Nah, he ain't racist.
The white babies, bro.
He didn't have. Wait.
Look, the white babies, bro.
The niggas go out and kill white babies?
No, but that don't. Come on, so you gotta do it. Come on, that's not how it works.
So racism, yo, you gotta be affected. You feel me? Somebody just saying something. You gotta be affected by it, yo.
So if a white person's calling me saying I'm calling me a nigga on the corner and he won't let black people around his daughter, he ain't racist.
Who gives a fuck about fucking his daughter?
No, I'm saying, is he not racist? I don't like black people. Black people are ignorant. He's still not racist.
Nah, if he can't do nothing to affect your upward mobility, nah.
Dang, y'all just rearrange the definition.
Yeah, y'all changing them up. Y'all changing up.
Hey, it's about resources. It's about resources and economic power.
Discrimination with racism. Discrimination
I'm not.
is the power to prevent you to have those resources. The foundation could be racism, but it is actually discrimination what you're describing.
Hold up, the foundation is racism, so the foundation is first. Isn't it?
I'm sorry. I'm
Stop double talking, man.
I thought racism was something like the inherent position that another class is either inferior than you based on skin color. I thought that was.
Now that might be discrimination, maybe. Racism deals with economic power and resource. Your resources. It's a race. Racism, the root word is race, right? We're racing towards what? Right. Economic power and resources.
Do you want me to get the definition? I can get it.
Go ahead, give me a definition. Go ahead.
Hey, Posterior's Thought had a good statement. He said nationalism is a Eurocentric white supremacy concept. You can't dismantle the master's house using the master's tools. What you think about that?
No, see, it says racism.
I don't agree with that.
Listen, racism, prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. That's what racism is. So it says the belief that different races possess distinct characteristic abilities or qualities, especially so as to distinguish them as inferior or superior to one another. That's racism. See?
So all those things falls under racism, discrimination, all that falls under all that shit falls under racism, right?
Yeah.
Institution, got it. I mean, I just go with the institution because the regular person can't really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get the argument.
So that's
the black people. That's the black people can't be. That's the black people can't be racist argument. I get it.
What? What's that?
You don't think black people can be racist?
Yeah. We don't have the power.
Nah, I don't.
Another argument.
Right. I mean, it's true.
Okay, we can argue that all night, but we ain't gonna do that.
So let me ask you a question. So because they let us, take down a few statues and stuff like that, does that make them non-racist now? Because they doing that kind of stuff for us, like taking down the racist statues and shit like that. That makes them non-racist.
No, but it definitely shows that progress, though. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to say that ends racism, but I will say that the society is. Oh, I must have pissed him off when I said that. We about to say so.
You probably got knocked off.
Go ahead. So what you about to say? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just saying I ain't arguing that nobody's racist.
Right. No, ain't nobody saying that. No, so what we are saying though, Mr. Rich, is that it does show that society is trying to get past some of it, at least. You know, we might not cure it all. I mean, it's not going to be gone in a day, right?
Yes.
But any steps that we take to get to that point, we should we should accept all of it. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna take the racist statues down, take them shit down. Applaud.
So you think this country is not getting more racist every day? From like 20 years ago. Let's say 20 years ago.
I think there's been there's definitely been.
You think it's getting better?
I think it is better than 20 years ago.
Oh, definitely.
Really?
Better than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago.
It's getting
yeah, I think. Yeah, I think you can walk down the street with a white girl holding hands and nobody would give a shit.
Yeah. 20 years ago, you couldn't. 20 years. Look, in the 90s, you couldn't go out to eat with a white person.
Everybody be staring at you,
and not be looked at like a traitor.
Everybody be staring.
Now it's like normal. It's like you would nobody even flinch.
Can I do me a favor? I made a point, and just for my peace of mind in the audience, can we share my screen for a second? Because I made a point, and I need to clarify, right? So, and Sosa just explained what racism is. It's an ideology or belief system that asserts the superiority or inferiority of people based on their race, ethnicity. It is rooted in social, historical, and institutional power structures, right? Discrimination is a behavior, the unfair and unequal treatment of people based on certain characteristics such as race, gender, religion, age, and sexuality. We keep confusing the two, right? When you have power, there is a relationship between the two, but one is an active process. So what we're dealing with is discrimination. Jim Crow is discrimination. Redlining is discrimination. It is rooted in people's racism, but the activity that they're executing is discrimination. You can easily fix discrimination with legislation, but you can't change racism with laws. That's people's state of mind. That's the two difference. So if we make the distinction, we can target what we're going to do. I'm done.
Go ahead, Rich. What you about to say?
He said that the only thing changes, he said legislation is not going to change racism. That's what he said.
You can tackle discrimination through legislation and these type of things because that's a systematic application. You actively engage in creating systems to discriminate, to prevent people from growing based on whatever ideology. You can tackle that, but a person's mind and how they feel, that's a much longer and gradual process. So you need to distinguish the two.
Absolutely.
Dealing with the one is going to prevent or eliminate the obstacles. Changing someone's mind is a secondary issue.
Okay, so from what you read, in layman's term, what is racism?
You asking what the definition of it is?
Nah, not the definition, but from his understanding.
So
racism has to involve discrimination. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Sosa just gave you the definition. You said, but you're not asking for that definition, right?
What Cedric was reading, he was reading some about the legislation about something like that, changing the law, something like that.
You there, Sid?
I'm right here, but again, if you're not engaging, like why?
I guess he's trying to get an understanding. I guess he's trying to get an understanding of what you
share the screen. I'm gonna share the screen again. Maybe I need to slow it down.
I can't see it, man. I can't see it, yo. I can't see it. I'm sorry.
All right. Here's a clear structural breakdown of racism versus discrimination, including meaning, differences, and overlap. The definition of racism is an ideology or a belief system. It's a belief system that asserts superiority or inferiority of people based on their race or ethnicity. It is rooted
Stop right there, Ted. Stop right there, Ted. Stop right there. Okay, so y'all telling me what I just said isn't racist? The things I've been talking about, the belief system. The belief system.
Can I continue?
Sure.
Core idea: race determines human traits and capacities, and some races are inherently superior to others. Example, believing one race is more intelligent or civilized than another.
Okay.
Discrimination is behavior, the unfair or unequal treatment of people based on certain characteristics such as race, gender, religion, age, or sexuality. Core idea: acting on prejudice or bias in ways that harm or exclude others. Example,
stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Example, refusing to hire someone based on their race or nationality. Now,
right, stop right there. So remember we were talking about the behavior. So the behavior discrimination and the institution is racism. The belief system is racism, right? That's what you just read. Okay. So is it different?
Relationship.
One is the behavior, and one is dealing with the belief system.
Please, can you show some discipline? Relationship between the two.
I was talking, yo, that's all.
Often produces discrimination. What I actually said. When racist beliefs are put into practice, they lead to discriminatory behavior or policy.
So it's both.
Wow. Wow. Okay, folks, y'all can have it. This.
So it's both.
No, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and I'm gonna mute my mic.
Nigga, you was gonna debate JJ, really?
Yeah. So listen.
You acting on higher body, you was gonna debate JJ, nigga.
Mr.
Come
Rich,
on, man.
Mr. Rich, the moral of the story is Khalid Muhammad is racist, bro. That's the moral. We did all that to prove.
Nah, man, he just like his people, man.
We did all that to prove that he's racist.
What belief system does he come from, man?
Yo, the man said,
no institutions.
His belief system says that white people was grafted by Yakub in the cave.
Hey, Sosa, can I get y'all an experience I had one time, bro?
With Khalid Muhammad?
No, not with Khalid Muhammad. Nigga damn near like I was chilling with Khalid. But anyway, I got this cat a job, dude that I was, in the interminglings of the Black Power, thing that I was messing with back in the day.
Oh yeah,
got to do the job. Got to do the job with me or whatever. We working together, white people, black people, everybody working up in that joint. And this one day, we how you do on the job with your folk. You talk with them and all that, or you kick it. You walk around the building or whatever like that, right? So he was on the Black Power tip too. And one day, this white lady that we knew in the building, she fell. She was pregnant, you know what I'm saying? But she fell, like slipped or something like that, right? So I was like, damn, man, you heard about so-and-so, man? Goddamn, boy, she fell, whatever. Boy, they say she slipped in the break room. This man said, yeah, and I hope her baby die. I said, what? I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, that's tough time right there. Jeez.
I said, no, I couldn't believe he said it, yo. I was like, and that was during my Black Power era. I was like, in that zone, but I wasn't like that far gone. Like, I'm like, this man said,
that's Charleston, isn't it?
I was like, what?
That's Charleston right there, boy.
No, that was that was.
Hey, I'm in Charleston right now.
I didn't understand. That much hate. I didn't understand the hatred to the babies, man. Like, now we talking about adults and all that, but babies though. Come on, man. Colin
they hated our babies, man.
Colin was different. Even if they hate our babies.
Hey, you know the Chuck, they gonna scratch them now. And they gonna scratch them a little bit. But
couldn't believe he said that, y'all. I was like, what?
He like a scratch. He like a scratch.
I was uncomfortable, man.
You feel me? Shit.
It didn't feel right, man.
It's crazy though. Like in Charleston,
Hey, yeah, because you got some humanity, yo. I guess they ain't got no humanity on them.
In some parts of Charleston, there's people, you around a lot of white people, and some people, you do, that element is there. It's wild, though. It is there. You feel me?
It's wild, man.
Hey, well, I mean, maybe if you're closer to the situation, maybe you have a different attitude. You feel me?
Nah, bruh. Listen, I don't. Even if somebody damn unalive, one of my family members, that was, I still couldn't see myself taking a life or wishing death upon another child. I don't care what ethnicity it is. That's just a different type of. You just a lunatic.
Hold on. You said if somebody did what?
You a psycho at that point, yo. You need to get help.
Hold up.
You need
you
help.
said if somebody unalive somebody in your family, you won't be able to.
Another child. I'm saying
10-year-old shoot somebody in your family in the head. You telling me you can do nothing to the 10-year-old?
I'm saying I can't do nothing to another child.
We're saying,
if they did something, because I mean that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
to a child in my family. It takes a special person to point a gun at a child and pull the trigger.
Not everybody can do it. I don't care what they say.
That's different.
Or how they feel.
Or suffocate a baby. Like that's a different type of mind, bro.
Man, it's hard to shoot a regular person.
That's why I'm so hard on your boy Nat Turner, man. I couldn't believe he did that, man.
Oh, wait. We
ain't gonna get into that.
Are you serious? Though?
Yeah.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
Can't win it on that Turner.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Hey, man, he's temporary insanity, man. Temporary insanity, man.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Temporary insanity.
We ain't gonna get into that, Mr. Rich.
Insanity. And he's a slave now. He's a slave, right? He's a slave on the plantation, right?
So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He was crazy. He was out of his mind.
Nah, he was really cool. Nah, he had his right mind.
See, that's the Pan-African stuff that I was talking about on the wrong side of Pan-Africanism that you on, Mr. Rich.
So I guess you would have been a field nigga like to be on the plantation, huh?
I got a feeling.
I guess you would be a field nigga like. I guess you would be there.
I got a feeling I got a feeling even your pillow is black. It's like your sheets black. Like I got a strange feeling. You got black pillows.
I got a white car and I got a white. Hey, I got a white car and a white hoodie on right now, man. I got a white hoodie on right now.
I wouldn't have been a field nigga. I wouldn't have been a field nigga, but I would at least had to let the white baby somebody would have had to find him. I wouldn't have just, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have dead him like that. I'd just let somebody that to just find him and the thing by itself when people dead.
Hey, the Old Testament say eye for eye, yo.
But he would have been alive. The babies would have been alive, though. The baby would have been alive in there, but you know what I'm saying? Somebody would just
nigga, yo, that slave master
like Moses,
had sex with your mama, your sister. I'm killing everybody, yo.
Damn, bro.
Y'all vicious Pan-Africans, man. See, that's why
that's why we can't get no way, man, because y'all can't do the same thing.
And Seti can't be a part of it.
Well, my boy chill when I need.
And they won't even. And they kick Seti out. This is crazy.
And they kick Seti out.
Seti's too crazy. He's too crazy. Talking about killing children.
No, we talking about Pan-African. We ain't talking about killing the white man, yo.
The saying is true. You become the thing you despise and hate the most. So there is nothing that anyone can do to allow me to lose my humanity. There is no way I can sit up here as a father who held babies once they came out of the womb and cut navels to say and have a conversation where someone is comfortable saying they can kill babies. I'm disgusted at this point. Right?
Man, they took your babies away, nigga. What you gonna do? They took your babies away, yo. Come on, man. Slavery wasn't like, oh, you gonna have a baby.
When you lose your humanity, you become the thing you despise the most. Right now,
I didn't say I would kill babies. I say back then, yes, I would have.
You sound just like the slave master. The thing you despise the most You have now become.
But hey, if that's gonna get us free, then that's what I gotta do.
You are capable by your own
You're a scared nigga, that's all.
Hey, you in trouble now, Mr. Rich. You in trouble now. We got a real Pan-African in the building, a pseudo killer official, 5-star general, war general Chilimwe in the building, man. Eagles, salute. What's going on?
He ain't the prince. He ain't the prince of Pan-Africanism, but
he's the prince. All right, let's see what he did.
He might just be the prince.
He like a clerk. He like a clerk or something.
He might just be the prince.
A perfect passer rating. That's what we did yesterday. My man Jalen Hurts put in that work on everybody.
Man, we're not gonna act like that's who he is, man. This man had 9 bad games.
That's crazy.
We're not gonna.
Crazy to disrespect that man.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Oh man,
that man had a whole half. We had 6 yards passing. We're not gonna act like this is who he is.
The end result is what matters.
Let's move on.
Y'all beat on Washington with no wide receivers, and y'all want to stand in ovation.
Hey, they shouldn't have put the pads on, bro. That's all I got.
Crazy work. We gonna see y'all soon. There's gonna be a lot of tears in the Discord.
Oh man. Yeah, I ain't seen that yet, though, Chill.
What's up with your Pan-African brother, Mr. Rich?
Oh,
man?
yeah. Let's get back to the
point.
Why
y'all not seeing eye to eye, man?
Yeah. Let's get back
to
the
brother.
Point.
Please help.
I've been wanting this showdown for the longest, Chill. You already know.
More about the history of Pan-Africanism and the divide that took place. So, in the early 1900s, there was 2 predominant groups, both talking Pan-Africanism. One was Garvey and the UNIA, and the other was the Boys, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then you had some that was like in between, like Hubert Harrison, who ended up getting mad at Garvey for legitimate reasons and separating. But Garveyism then broke down periodically over time. And so most of the Pan-African community you see now are actually Garveyites. That's actually what they are. They follow the teachings of Marcus Garvey. But with that being said, there was always that thread from the Boys in them, which was mostly academic, mostly scholarly work. And then you have a branch that's in that. So you look at the Leo Hansberry Society. That's a prime example of the other group of Pan-Africans. Right? A lot of them are attorneys, and they work differently than the Garveyites. Marcus Garvey had most of a ground group. It was the largest Black movement historically. And it was able to capitalize at times when leadership was questionable in the United States. So there was a lady, her name slipped my mind. I hate when I do that. That had a reparation movement prior to Garvey. And she actually had a very large group in the Midwest, the South and the Midwest. Had insurance, burial insurance things, and she was moving for reparations. And they ended up locking her up for mail fraud. I think her last name was House, Callie House. I think that's her name, Callie House, yeah. Something like that, yeah. And a lot of her institutions that she had established in the Midwest ended up changing charters and joining in with the UNIA. And then, of course, you had Booker T. Washington, who was the leader at the time, died unexpectedly. And you had the Red Summer going on at the same time. So that's what they're talking about. So you have Garveyism. One of the complaints from Hubert Harrison was that Garvey called himself the king of Pan-African, the king of Africa. And so he was very upset when he started talking like that. We can see some relevance in that today with some of the Garveyites. But the UNIA still got an institution. It still has things. I was just talking to one of the guys in the UNIA for Philadelphia. right there in North Philly. So, they still doing the thing. It's not as prevalent as it was before, but that's just what happened. So the boys was holding conferences and looking to write legislation and write things out like that. And Garvey was more on the ground roots when he went to jail. Different factions existed. So that's just what happened. Also, it didn't start with Garvey. I think that's a misconception. If you look at the soapbox speaker and you look at what was going on in Harlem, you'll find out there was a lot of charlatans then coming into Harlem, acting like they was sages, acting like they were the Egyptians, or they were I forget what they call them, people from India, sheiks and all like that, with miracle pores, miracle cures.
Do you consider Garvey a flim-flammer? Do you consider Garvey a scammer?
I think sometimes people start things and it can get away from you at times. I think he was arrogant and that he didn't put the right people in place to help him. I don't think he was a scammer because I don't think his intent was
there you
steal.
go.
I think he really did intend to help. But
there you go.
I think
then how do we differentiate?
There we go.
Now listen, how do we differentiate that from? How do we differentiate that from Umar? We can look at. But listen, we can look at Umar and say Umar had good intentions, but he's not put the right people around him.
And listen, here's the thing.
He's a prince, Mr. Rich. Don't disrespect that. That's a prince right there.
Come on, man. Royalty.
Garvey was a king of Africa, and then he was a prince.
Royalty.
There's a football game about to start, so I'm about to get up off this.
All right, hey, chill. You gonna run? Chill. This is the battle.
Seattle.
They not even. Y'all kept saying this, so I just jumped in. Y'all know, it's Monday night.
This is the battle we've been waiting on.
Seattle. Seattle, Texas.
We want look. These are the dudes. Hey, chill. I'm gonna be real with you. These are the dudes that y'all have to defend y'all Pan-Africanism because they be messing it up. Mr. Rich them be messing it up.
It's not that they mess
wait, who's messing it up? I ain't messing nothing up, man.
It's not that they mess it. It's just a rich history, right? So let me show you this way. Let me see if I can say this. Inside you have the Republican Party, right? But you also have libertarians, right? Though libertarians vote Republican majority of the time, they're not exactly the same thing, right? They have different outlooks and goals. Right, where some Republicans would accept some government oversight, libertarians can't stand government oversight for the most part, right? And so you sometimes see the different modes get into conflict, but overall, libertarians tend to vote along the Republican line, just like the Green Party tends to vote along Democratic line. It just is what it is. So Pan-African is a very broad topic. You have people who looked at it from different viewpoints, and sometimes there was conflict, and sometimes there's agreement. Marcus Garvey wasn't the first Back to Africa movement. Truth be told, there was a Pan-African movement prior to that. Bishop Turner down in Atlanta.
So hold on, we got to keep it all the way real, yo.
First king of Africa, though.
Look, we got to keep it all the way real, chill. When we be arguing with y'all in the server and all of that, and we be like, nah, this is Pan-Africanism. Y'all be like, nah, people messing it up. What is the thing that these new Pan-Africans be doing, or these other Pan-Africans be doing, that give the Pan-Africans that you represent, that side that you represent, a bad name?
Well, most the biggest difference is when it comes to education and scholarship, right? And so Garvey did promote education and skills. He actually talks about how no nation actually developed without scientific literacy, without understanding that, and innovation and development. But for some reason, a lot of the later groups kind of got away from that and then began to teach pseudoscience, the opposite of science.
That white people weren't human and things like that nature.
Right, because if you listen to Herbert Harrison, remember Herbert Harrison was out there giving out the origins of species. Hubert Harrison, you're right.
Now we getting
somewhere. He was
somewhere.
actually passing that out in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go hear him talk, and there were thousands of people. And he would give you Darwin's book, The Origins of Species.
Mm-hmm.
So when I forget the light-skinned fella's name, pretty notable during that period of time in Harlem at that time. He was into politics heavy. He did a speech, and he was talking about social Darwinism, and he kind of mixed it, and he wanted to publish the paper in the boys' newspaper, and the boys told him nah, because it ain't accurate.
Pseudo.
That ain't what happened. And so there was a standard early on. Even when you look at the Harlem History Club and you look at them, you know what I'm saying? You can look at some of the communication between the boys and them. And so that part right there was very, very, even though they had different ideologies,
that was a turning point.
To the point. Yeah, intersected. So it wasn't to that stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then later on, they kind of like started getting away from that. Some of the later groups started trying to blend in pseudoscience and New Age philosophy and kind of got away from that. While the other group kind of stayed
Black Egypt and stuff. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? And so that's where you start to find some of the differences at. And so you look at like some of them today, they're anti-vax, they're anti-science, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, there's a difference in that, right? There's a reluctancy to trust in science from the Black community overall because of the abuse that they've suffered at that, right?
Right.
But at no time did Pan-Africans not promote science, literacy, education, etc. Somehow or another, it kind of got twisted up and moved away from that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So even Huey P. Newton got a doctorate degree. I mean, they met in college. So, you know what I mean? So that's even in that, the Black Panther Party, it was driven through.
That's what I was saying. A lot of times I get overlooked. Like a lot of these people are academics. Like we sleeping on these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mr. Rich, you agree with everything he said on that, or how you feel? You feel like you the same? Feel the same way?
Well, I feel that Pan-African James isn't what he's describing as far as don't put scientific literacy and all the other stuff. He's not in that group. We're not in that group that don't push scientific literacy. What are you talking about?
So you feel like Pan-African James don't push pseudoscience?
Nah, you don't.
100%.
Well, that's
he messed it up.
Because I've talked to them and they came on a panel and they definitely go against science numerous times. One guy don't believe in evolution. Another guy thinks that. I don't know. I think
we don't believe in evolution. That's on the Magi.
I don't know. I forgot his name that came up here. He had a whole show about it. He started talking about. Matter of fact, what he was trying to teach was that parallel evolution is what really is evolution, and that there is no transitional species from monkeys. Asar M. Khan.
Yeah.
Great pseudo.
The humanity.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, the humanity.
We got a whole show of him going straight pseudo.
Well, I don't know about that one, but I know Pan-African James. He
don't know about that. You don't know about that?
He ain't know about that.
I don't.
You ain't never heard about the humanity?
I don't subscribe to that.
You never heard about the humanity?
I don't subscribe to that.
And Pan-African James is a pseudo who misrepresents the scientific data and engages in pseudoscience because he's not qualified to actually be doing what he's doing.
Y'all have misrepresented data from the DNA as far as the Egyptians are not the modern Egyptians. Y'all have misunderstood those data. That's fact.
According to
modern Egyptians are not the ancient.
According to you.
It ain't according to me. It's according to the facts. According to
Is that what they say? Hello, Mr. Rich. Is that
so you're anti-science as well?
Is that what they say, or is that what we say? Like, I'm trying to figure out. Are we saying like, can we look that up and read it somewhere, or do we just make it up?
You can look up that the ancient Egyptians are not the modern Egyptians. You can look that shit up. It's easy.
Where can we look that up?
You guys are misrepresenting the facts.
Which population stays the same?
Where can we look that up?
Articulating that incorrectly. The modern Egyptian population are the closest people genetically related to the ancient population.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Where can we? I'm saying, Mr. Rich, how many times we got to look that up and show you that in writing before you like?
Yo, let's have the debate, and I can squash everything.
There is no debate.
Have the debate. You debating with goddamn JJ. You debating with JJ, man. Come on, man.
So this is
you debating with JJ,
You think a debate?
Did you debate JJ?
Debate is going to overturn the science.
First of all, what happened with this JJ debate? Like, when did you debate JJ? Like, I mean, when did this happen?
He's talking about he's debating JJ, man.
He's misrepresenting.
Nah, he's debating him on the DMG.
I had a conversation with JJ again.
This is recently.
He was slim slamming. That was today.
Yesterday.
Today?
Yes. Today. That was today. So I don't know what debate this dude is talking about.
And you don't think that's a waste of time even talking to JJ?
You're being disingenuous and non-secular.
I mean, but you say you're going to waste time talking to JJ and you want to have a debate with Fad? Come on, man.
First of all, shout out JJ. Shout out Mandinka. Shout out Mandinka 7,000.
Talking to you. You can't get the difference between racism and discrimination.
JJ straight bone.
Hey, like I said, you want to go debate JJ, but you don't want to debate anybody else, man. Come on, man.
Nah, he's not debating him. He's teaching him. He's teaching him.
Bro,
you gonna waste time debating JJ? Really?
Bro, hear how you reason. Stay right here.
Oh, I got a question.
I got
a question.
You're a pseudo.
Man, you look more stupid accepting a challenge from JJ.
Rich.
You look more stupid accepting a challenge from JJ, you idiot. Come on, man.
Come on, hey, hold on.
Don't talk about JJ. You're here. I'm here.
I'm just looking at your character. I'm just looking at your character. You want to debate JJ.
Mr.
Man,
Rich,
come on, man.
We ain't gonna disrespect
Mr. Rich.
Come on.
I got a question for you. If not the modern Egyptians are the closest to the ancient Egyptians, who are?
I tell you, the people there, like right now, the people, listen, I'm going to tell you, they got a group of black people right now, right, who lives in, is it Aswan? They got a group of Nubian blacks right now. They are closer than the Egyptians as far as they're living there right now. The ones who closer to the Arabs, yeah, they're closer, and they're living in Africa. They're living in Egypt right now. Closer than the people on TV.
Hold on, I'm so you just confused me again. We said that the closest population is the modern Egyptians, and then you named a group of people in Egypt today.
Yes, because those group of people
the modern Egyptians.
No, those group of people haven't been infiltrated like that modern. I'm telling you that it's a couple of groups that have more connection to the ancient than the modern.
Mr. Rich, are those groups that you're talking about, are they considered modern Egyptians?
No.
What are they considered?
In Egypt.
What are they considered then?
You said what?
What are if they're not considered modern Egyptians, then what are they considered?
Okay. Hold on. I misspoke on that. They are Egyptians, right? Who live there now.
Egyptians.
But yes. Okay, let me say they're modern Egyptians, but they have a closer affinity because they haven't been, they haven't had a lot of miscegenation like the other population in that country.
But the statement says that I want to make sure we're clear.
Yes.
Closer to the ancient population are modern Egyptians. That's the statement we said. And then you list the people who were closer, who are called modern Egyptians.
That's live, but they're not. But no, because that particular group did not go through the same had a lot of miscegenations like the other groups did. You feel me?
But that's not
Like
They
but
all a part of
that's
the same tree.
I
but they're still modern
wait,
Egyptians. The
wait.
statement
Well,
is
wait.
they didn't say, well, the people in the north are modern Egyptians, the people in the southern part aren't modern Egyptians. They just said modern Egyptians. That includes
I know,
both, or it don't.
but these people are more closer to the Arabs versus these other populations is more closer to the ancient. That's what I'm
But
trying
are
to tell
they
you.
right? But my question is, are they modern Egyptians? Because the statement is modern Egyptians.
Yeah, we didn't say which
Well,
ones. We didn't
they're
say
not
the
talking about
ones
these
in
group of people.
Cairo.
When they say modern Egyptians, they're not consider these people in that group because they're more. They
Okay,
don't
look
have
at
that Arab. They don't have all of
I
that
get that.
Arab blood in them. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Rich,
You
I'm
feel
gonna
me?
need to see that. I'm gonna need to
I'll
see
Yeah.
show
that,
you
bro.
that. Yeah, sure. That's no problem.
Show
You
show me
serious?
that
That's no
when they
problem.
say
Hey,
modern
listen.
Egyptians, they not talking about them as well. Just
Shit.
show it to
Hey,
me.
listen. Hey,
Hey,
listen.
Mr. Rich,
Come to
you
Smash
cooking
Show, right?
tonight, though. You cooking tonight, bro. You
I can't. It's all
you
good.
cooking right.
It's all funny.
Hey,
It's
listen,
all
I've
good.
been it's been a pleasure. I got to go.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
in
Yo,
the
me
middle of
too.
a football
I gotta
game.
go too.
You only needed me to. I only came on just to clarify about the Pan African. I'm out. Hey, I appreciate it,
Yeah,
Well,
y'all.
indeed, man. Hey, I
all right.
appreciate your input, chill. Real shit.
Yeah. Mr. Rich cooking tonight. He cooking, man. He
Hey, y'all,
cooking.
peace out, man. Hey, yo, hey, I gotta go. I just got off my drive, yo.
No, it's
This
all
is
All
good.
right,
Yeah,
good
be
we
safe,
about
entertainment. I
man.
appreciate it,
Hey,
man. I appreciate it,
thanks for
man.
pulling
Hey,
up,
much
bro.
love to everybody too, man. Much love
All
to
right,
everybody.
for sure, bro. Be safe, bro.
yeah,
You
we
know what I
about
mean?
to
No doubt. Appreciate it, everybody. All right,
man.
peace.
Appreciate you
All
coming
right,
on,
peace.
Mr. Rich.
All
Yeah,
right,
we
said man. Keep it up, said. It's all good. No love lost, yo.
Definitely will.
Oh, hold on. We got another person in the building. Hold on, Mr. Rich. You got some backup, yo.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We got a honorary, I think, pseudo killer. I don't know. I think I made him honorary. Brother Reggie Mabry.
Brother
Former
former Black Egypt, former Pan African. There's a
in the
lot of
building.
former, Red. Are you still first of all, we got to find out, is Reggie still a Pan
Brother
African?
Reggie in the building, man. What's happening with you?
I want to know, Reggie, are you a Pan African? And if not, were you a Pan African? Let's start there.
Okay. I'm a peace to the family first. I want to say
Peace.
and I know when Kent put the pseudo alert on, he put it on for me. I know
No,
he did
I
that.
wouldn't.
I know he did that.
It was for Mr. Rich. It was for Mr. Rich, man.
That was for Mr. Rich.
Yeah, it wasn't for you. It wasn't for you.
Yeah, he was going
I
way
ain't throwing
through.
no shots, man. I ain't throwing no shots.
Yeah, that's
man.
a said. That's a said. He wanna debate JJ.
Your ability to reason.
So Reggie, are you a Pan African or were you a Pan African? Or like
No, I
clarify
was
for people.
okay. First of all, I was always a black nationalist, right? And and so black nationalists, we study and we look at other modes that our people are thinking about. I went to Africa, as you know, earlier than everybody else on these platforms. So I went to
20s, right.
86 and 87 with Dr. John Henry Clark. Dr. John Henry Clark, they put lots of labels on him. Sometimes they call him a black nationalist. Most of the time they call him a Pan-Africanist, and a lot of times a general historian, right? So when I was in the Black Studies Department at City College, so I studied this academically. So Pan-Africanism is an extension of Black nationalism, right? But my general thinking is to look at what Malcolm X was saying and what Booker T. Washington was saying and everybody else in between. So with Marcus Garvey made several mistakes. You know, the problem is when you start wanting to leave out the problems that you have to solve for our people here, and you want to put overemphasis on a place that you know nothing about, right? to me is problematic, right? And so if you look at my work, you know, you could see me arguing with comedics, right? You could see me arguing with lots of groups because they put overemphasis on not solving the conditions in Black America. But you can also see me arguing with FBAs because they don't have a plan, right? They simply do not have a plan. They just a xenophobic hate group that fundamentally, if you ask any of them to trace their own ancestors, they can't. So I studied the reparations movement. I studied, and you know, I found myself studying Egypt, maybe probably too much, but
I like that. I like that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe so. What people miss is Black nationalism, right? And so Black nationalism, when Malcolm X was talking about Black nationalism, well, Black nationalism means that you have to have a government, right? Well, we didn't have a government until in Cleveland, right, that had a mayor, right? So that's the only time we began.
Say that again. You went out for a second. Say it again, Brother Virgil.
Okay, nationalism has to have a government.
Right.
If you don't have a government in any stage, then you're fooling yourself, right? So when we have the first mayor, right, in Cleveland, right, now we have government. We are a majority population that elected an official and elected people that look like us, right, to run a government, right? Now, during that time and prior to that, we also had the Republic of New Africa. And the Republic of New Africa was that we needed to separate ourselves into territories in the United States. And the Nation of Islam talked about that also in its early days. Right? So government is essential to any success, right? What happened in Black Wall Street? What happened was that was an economic corridor for Black people without any government. And so it was a government of white folks that burnt it down, right? And so a lot of people skip over Black nationalism. So I'm a Black nationalist.
And you were never a I'm trying to figure out. So, and you were never a Pan-Africanist? That's what you're saying? Simply Black nationalism.
I did Pan-African things, right?
Because
I went to Africa.
He did Pan-African things.
So you kind of like what Saro Sutin is. I think he.
No, I'm not.
Nobody would have claimed Seti is crazy right now.
I'm academically trained.
So I'm just saying, as far as the Black nationalism goes, like the Setis and the irritated genies, you kind of on that type too.
No, I'm not, because they don't. Neither of them have a plan. If you ask them to talk about what's essential for our people, right, is government. That's not. They will talk around it, but they won't show you any modes on how to get to a government. What they largely they talk and they sound good. They're great orators, right? They shroud themselves in colors and things like that, red, black, and green and stuff like that. But they haven't proven in writing that they can convey these ideas in a model that maybe works. So they could talk, but citing, right, and looking at other how did Jews, how did Mormons, how did Italians, how did Irish, right? How did those people become white and control governments, right? They're not going to study that because they only want to talk about Black folks. I study to see how the CI word, right, which is in civilization, which is in cities, right, which is in civilized, the CI word, which is a Greek word, a Greek prefix, how do you get to government? So studying groups like the Greeks and prior to that studying the so-called ancient Egyptians. So essentially what people do is, I think a lot of people are really unlearned. They don't understand components of government. And to forge a government means unity. So you have to have body politics, right? You have to have some basis on what you agree on and a reason to stick together and a reason to unite and take over something that controls you, right? What controls us? Well, government controls us. What government controls each and every one of us? The cities that we live in, the cities and counties. So essentially, as a Black nationalist, you would want to take over the thing that controls you first. And then you want to advocate other people to take over in their areas the thing that controls them. And then you want to unify those things. So that's primarily my motto of looking at how early civilization, right, the Greek city-states, and how the groups in America do it. And then you have academic groups like Du Bois. Du Bois, and a lot of them is talking about our conditions and what we need, right? And what we need and how we should think, right? But they're not necessarily telling you how to get there.
And you were saying earlier, you feel like you have a plan. That's the difference with you and the other guys that are Black nationalists. You actually have a plan that you're going to set in motion.
Well, I have a plan. I have a theoretical, hypothetical plan, but it's an extension of my teacher's work, Dr. John Henry Clark's. He created the organization of Afro-American Unity with Malcolm X.
Okay.
And in his concept, organizations across the United States was to organize for the best interests of Black people, right? But then the mechanics of it stopped at organizations up until we had the first Black mayor, right? Now we have cities that are with Black mayors, but we still haven't figured out all the mechanics that we need to get those cities to talk to each other for the interest of our people.
Reggie, I have a couple of questions for clarification. Because I'm seeing I'm a bit confused in terms of Black nationalism in reference to governments and how those are established. In your studies, how does military power and conquest play a role in the forming of these national identities?
Okay, so first of all, when you're running a government, right, if you take over government by democratic majority leadership, right, you consume all the components of a government, and that includes military. So your local military is your police department, right?
Okay, so now this is why it's confusing, because engaging in local politics, yes, versus Black nationalism, I can understand carving out a community that is predominantly one ethnic group, which gives you a certain level of ability to manipulate and control your environment. But when we confuse that with Black national, when you say national, that is not local. And when you say Black national, this is separating Black people within the confinements of so the terminology doesn't fit with the actuality. If someone like me is listening to this, I'm thinking, okay, so you're gonna raise a military, start a war, and take over a piece of land and form your own government. You're gonna do a separatist or a segregationist movement, and you're gonna go to war. No. When you talk about nationalism, Black nationalism, because if we're talking about nationality, yeah, we're part of the United States of America.
Yeah, but I just think that I I try to maybe I need to slow it down. So when you have one black majority city, right? How can I say, you want that successful majority black city, meaning that there's other inhabitants in your city, but the population is majority black, so you should serve the majority population, right? To unite with other majority black cities, right? And so then that becomes nationalist, right? And national, right?
No, Reggie, no, because those counties or those communities are still within the national system of the United States of America, and they are part and parcel of the democratic process of the United States. So it is not a nationalistic movement. Maybe it's the terminology that needs to be redefined.
No. It's not that. See, hold up. So taking over the United States by cities, it's cities, counties, and states, right? And the United States is what it is. It is a republic of states, right? But you can organize majority black cities to talk to each other, and if it's and across this nation. So that's nationalism.
No, Reggie, no. You keep insisting on nationalism. Those are political movements within a national framework, which is the United States of America.
But it's still nationalism.
These states are not going to create their own passport, have their own armies, and have their own legislation. They are
that's the federal government.
Same federal system.
Federal government. That's the federal government.
Reggie.
No,
Reggie.
there's no Hey, Cedric. You can no. Let me put my face on the screen. You wait. First of all, let me put my face on the screen. Okay. So first of all,
what is the nationality of those predominantly black cities?
Okay. It is the majority.
What is going to be their nationality? United States American citizens, right?
Okay, so you're feeding in racism? What do you mean nationality? Nationality is that these people are citizens of the United States.
Yes, that's not going to change.
Okay, so in the condition that we are in,
is that going to change, Reggie?
No, that is not.
So your nomenclature is incorrect, and when you present it the way you do, you're creating a narrative that is almost right a treason.
Absolutely not, because okay, listen, we are a subordinate population within the United States, right?
So you don't have equal rights. You're making the claim that you're second class.
We are like the Native Americans that are on federal Indian reservations, right? Do they have nationality? Yes, they do.
So you're a separate class citizen in America?
We are a subordinate population within the United States. And in order to change.
So is there legislation that makes you a second class citizen, Reggie?
Of course.
Okay, my bad.
Of course. The equal protection laws, right, exist, but the equal protection laws have never been we have never been protected in the equal protection laws.
So I'm confused. Are there equal protection laws or not?
Yes, there are equal protection laws.
So you're not a second-class citizen in the United States?
Listen.
That doesn't exist.
Everybody
doesn't exist.
Everybody understands that the rights of the African living in America, the African American, is less than the European population, and now less than the Hispanic population.
I'll have to take your word for it. I mean, I wouldn't know. So saying probably can verify, but
now if we
just confused when I hear terms of national. I understand political structures. I understand America's a republic, and the affiliation to the federal government is a state. You have the right to secede. I understand all of that. But when you express nationalism the way you do, that's state level legislation. Are you going to have a body politics that engaging in foreign affairs? Are you going to have a foreign affairs relationship with the United States? I'm confused, Reggie.
No, you want to be confused.
Yeah. I want to be confused because the clarity, because the confusion is there.
Because
so I may be understanding what you're saying, but I'm also hearing what you're articulating. The two are not, they don't match up. If you talk about, are we creating a nationality, then I'm going to ask you, okay, what's the country going to be called? What's your nationality going to be? How's the passport going to look? How's your foreign affairs going to be? When you say those things, that's what triggers in my mind.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, maybe I think that you're asking questions, and so that's fair, right? So I'm not gonna get upset with you asking questions. But what I am going to say is that why don't you, if you look at nationalism in the Caribbean, and you look at nationalism in mostly in the Caribbean. So the Caribbeans, they have formed themselves into nation states, right? They're still close enough to the United States that the United States controls a lot of the national activity, right, of these countries.
No,
the Caribbean.
No, you're wrong. So Caribbean have different systems in play. For example, Puerto Rico has an autonomous.
Puerto Rico is part of the United States, so that is not a good example.
So it has an autonomic relationship with the United States. So there's a certain level of independence. Anguilla, St. Kitts, Nevis, they also have this format of relationship with British. So they are so-called partially independent, but they fall under the British crown. St. Martin, Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, Saba and Statia have similar structure. I am a country within a country, but my foreign affairs, my military, all this is still centered in the Netherlands, a colonial system. My island particularly is unique because we have two different systems on one island. One is a French province, and we have an autonomic status just like that of the United States.
But you have some form of nationalism.
So our identity is on levels. We're
not talking about identity. We're talking about
my nationality is Dutch. So my nationality, that's why I was prefacing my colonial status. So now my nationality is European. My ethnicity is Afro-Caribbean. That's it. But when we talk about if we're talking about a national movement on my island, when we talk about national movement, the push is for independence, for complete control, autonomy of this island, separate, moving away from having nothing to do with our former colonial masters. Now, because of this structure that we're not actually in the country, but we're controlled by, that separation can give us that nationality that we are requiring, looking for, and wanting. So when we talk about nationality, I understand the discussion. That's why I am asking you. Like, I could not live in the Netherlands and decide I want to be a national, anything different. I would just be part of the Netherlands.
Right. So that is the dynamics of subordinate, domestic subordinate populations that are controlled by foreign countries, and they differ from place to place, and the control differs from place to place. But the definition, so we're getting, so there are several probably definitions of Black nationalism, right? So, so Black nationalism is a political philosophy of that Black people should control the politics and the politicians in their own community.
Okay, I agree.
Okay, and Black nationalism is also defined as a cultural nationalist movement aimed at self-determination for Black citizens. Right now,
stay right there. You see that? You see how that second part within one country creates a problem.
Right. Well, because they differ from geographical places, right? And so, but Black nationalism is basically in its base form that our people should control the politics and the politicians in our own communities.
Agreed, 100%.
Okay.
That second point though becomes problematic.
So when Malcolm X was talking, right? That's the Black nationalism that he was talking about, right?
So yeah, I can understand that, but I
wait for y'all to get to that part.
The second point is what I often hear, and I have a problem understanding how that will be implemented.
Okay, so
you're talking Black nationalism in the sense of like even like how one guy put it, like how you control the area by, you can just control the area by say moving there, like say Atlanta. If enough Black people move to a particular area, they can control the politics and they become a majority in the state. So that would be a form of Black nationalism where they have control of that area. You know what I'm saying? It's still within the United States framework, but it's it's Black nationalism in terms of ideology and motive.
Okay. So Malcolm X, thank you. You're correct about that. So Malcolm X said the political philosophy of Black nationalism means that the Black man should control the politics and the politicians in his own community, right? The Black man in his community has to be re-educated into a science of politics so he knows what politics is supposed to bring him in return, which we don't, right? And then he said, don't be throwing out any ballots. A ballot is like your bullet. You don't throw out your ballots, target, right? And if that target is not within your reach, keep your ballots in your pocket. And the political philosophy of Black nationalism is being taught in the Christian church, is being taught in NAACP, is being taught in CORE, is being taught in SNCC, it's being taught in the Muslim League, it's being taught where nothing but atheists and agnostics come together. Right? It's being taught everywhere. Black people are fed up with the dilly-dally and pussyfoot and compromising approach that we use toward getting our own freedom. Okay, so that's the philosophy of Black nationalism that I am using. The only extension is that when Malcolm X was talking, he was talking about Black nationalism through organizations. Then we had Carl Stokes, who was able to capture a city. And then after Carl Stokes captured the city, we have maybe about 60, 70, 80 Black cities, but they're acting independently. We have not found a way in which to make our productive Black cities communicate in the context of being able to control our politics, right? And control our politicians.
In DC, we always had a Black mayor, Black, people in political positions to help us run our city the way we wanted to run it.
Right, and even
Marion Barry days, you remember?
And Marion Barry, even though when they kicked him out, they had to bring his ass back in. That's how powerful.
Already.
Huh?
You watched the documentary, Marion Barry. That was a good documentary.
Right. So I mean, they could catch him. They could catch him in a room smoking crack,
but needed him back.
needed him back. Right.
Already.
And white America benefited from the politics of Marion Barry in the city of DC.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So that's now a lot of people, there's a lot of different thoughts about Black nationalism, but a lot of these people are not schooled. Now, when you have a Black government, like for example Marion Barry, right? Everything is under his administration's control. We're talking about transportation, we're talking about food, we're talking about commerce, we're talking about education, we're talking about sanitation, we're talking about corporations that live in these cities, right? And how they do work, right? And so when this happens, Black people can seek out control for their best interest. And so far in this infancy, this is where it goes. But the problem is now we have a whole new population. We have 66 million Latinos in our community eating at our feet, right? And so our Black politics is shattered, right? Because of population, right? So it leads to us now that those majority Black populations that we help them survive so that they can communicate to other cities and other counties to help them become successful so that we could do city to city commerce. Now that's a little bit different than now the problem is okay, we have states and cities, well, states in the Caribbean. The problem with them is that though they have the gift of being semi-autonomous, they are xenophobic to other Caribbean countries, right? Or when they try to unite, the external factors of the United States government interferes with that.
So within the Caribbean context, there is no.
Let me say peace to y'all. Let me say peace to y'all before y'all get into it, man. I'm gonna catch up with y'all. I'm gonna listen in though. Peace, Reggie. Peace, Kid said.
All
right. Peace.
All right.
So, Caribbean people underling have no problem. There's no xenophobia, right? For example, if you take St. Martin, that is has an economic boom. Based on being subsidized by the Netherlands, we have every ethnicity from the Caribbean on our shores and 100 and something different nations from all around the world. Migration.
I want to come to your country for various reasons. I'll be there when I get my money up. I'm going to the Dutch side, huh?
I'm on the Dutch side. I'm on the
Dutch side. I'm gonna call you up, said. Huh?
I already know what you want.
I'm gonna take advantage of all your nationals on the Dutch side, right? I'll be there.
Hey, it's been a good one, man. We gonna might strike it up again tomorrow, man, to finish this conversation.
Yeah, we need to continue this conversation.
Yeah, it's getting a little late, but
I just heard the young people on talking, and the problem is okay, if I wasted my education, I'll find out on these shows. If I always find out if I wasted my education. But guess what, family? Y'all might not like me. Y'all might think that y'all know me, right? And, but if you look at my work, I'm one of the best, right? I'm one of the best, right? Listen, I can end a Hebrew conversation. I can end a Moor conversation. I can end a Christian conversation.
I've seen you done it.
Huh? Say what?
I've seen you done it. And for too long, you've operated above the intellectual capacity of the people you were interlocuting with. And I always enjoy a discourse with you, Reggie, because Reggie understood what I was doing. He didn't take offense to it, and we went right there because I understand what Reggie was doing. I'm just getting clarity, right? And Reggie, this is the type of discourse that I can appreciate having. Unlike what Mr. Rich was doing about an hour ago.
Yeah, I was trying to get in, but yeah, I know this needs to be extended. But you know the problem with us with crabs in a barrel. Everybody thinks, watch this. I'm a 60-year-old man, and I'm pretty sure Cedric is kind of close to me, right?
52.
52?
Yes, I'm 52 years old.
All right. I deal with a lot of people with a lot of different access to education. So Cedric, he talks about science because he knows science. He may not call himself a scientist, but he's the closest thing we got to a goddamn scientist on these boards, right? When it comes to a researcher or scholar, right? I'm the closest one. Now, when I deal with people, you know, I treat everybody almost the same to a certain extent until they get out of their pay grade. You know, but when they get out of their pay grade, Kent, they don't believe that they out of their pay grade.
That's a problem, Reggie.
Scholars.
It be a problem.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I can talk to scholars. I can go into institutions, right? I could walk into institutions and I have to leave you outside. Or I have to go and get you a pass, right? Or a library card, right? And up until that point, you on the goddamn outside. Now, say that ain't true, right? Right? I walked Juju into one of the most premier research libraries on the planet, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, right? She walked out with Ankh with a library card, right? Not only did they walk out with a library card, right? The librarian, this was at the end, the closing hour of the museum.
Yeah.
The librarian, guess who she knows? Me. Right? So she stopped what she was doing to make sure that Ankh and Juju got a library card, right? Right? So that they could walk out. The other people, they're behind the glass. They can't come in.
They have access.
They don't have access, right? So the problem is that a lot of people on this YouTube bullshit. And then the other day, I walked into the danger zone. When you come to New York, you got to go to the Museum of Natural History, and you got to walk into the educational center, Cedric, right? Where they have their graduate students and PhDs, right? Staff there to answer questions on evolution. So if you saw my show, first thing I did a long time ago is damn near 9 years ago, I had Ankh go into the danger room.
Yep, side.
I heard about that.
Anthropology. He was right there with him.
I heard about that.
Made us proud. Made us proud.
These they staff these research centers, some of them with educators, right? And so just to make sure that it can be done again, 2 weeks ago, I walked into it, right? And I learned some stuff. I was, you know, Homo heidelbergensis all day. And they was like, nah, well, there's other species that left Africa that, you know, that are Homo heidelbergensis, but not the same as the one in Germany, right? And so you need to kind of like adjust that. And then it dawned on me, well, Homo florensis, right? And Homo florensis, which you call what, the hobbits, right? Those groups of people, these are earlier Africans that walked out of Africa, that stayed there, did this thing, right? And so Neanderthals and Homo sapien, they meet those groups of people in Africa, right? But if I didn't walk into the museum, I couldn't have it cold in my face.
Right.
Yeah. See, that's an aspect of.
Let him finish it up. What else you getting to, Reggie?
No, so the whole point of it is in this conscious community, I can appreciate people who are dealing with science literacy, and then I can help them if I can, right? If they're in my area. Watch this. We got some of the biggest research centers in America, right here in New York. Most of these crazies that are on YouTube, have you ever seen them in any museum, in any library?
Nah.
So they
I've seen a few of them at the events. And getting in little ciphers where they in the little circle and people listening to them and they spewing that bullshit.
That you won't see them.
You don't see them in the museums, nah.
No, and in libraries. Fuck
no, they're
library, right? A library is just harder to get into than a fucking museum, right? but you won't see them. But they got the biggest names on the planet.
Yeah.
So
themselves.
So I don't have much to say on this show. I appreciate it, but the fact of the matter is, that's how you separate people who really educate. Then from the scammers, because all the scammers want to do, right, is let Cedric speak, let Reggie speak, right? And what they want to do is they want to duplicate it for their audience, right? So they will have talking points.
Right.
Now I know the show eventually was about Sarnetta. Well, you know, I work.
No, it was just that was the
clickbait.
Yeah, that was you know how we do.
But the problem is Sarnetta, and you know, look, I've known him for years. We go back and forth. We have some agreement, disagreement.
Yeah.
But Sarnetta does allow us to get to ultimately to the point to see. So once that dude, Dr. Inky, said that we came from dirt, right? I did that. I did that with Morpheus. I had a conversation with Morpheus. I listened to what Morpheus said. I went right on the show and I figured it out. Naphtali, Yara, Apostle, they believe we come from dirt.
Yeah.
They have to because of their Bible. Now, Inky, do you believe that we come from dirt? That we're dirt bags? That we're DNA? That we're walking around like Pigpen? Right? Do you believe that our molecular structure is goddamn dirt? Cedric, I gave it all away, right?
Yeah, a lot of them are, you know, it's like the biblical thing when the Bible say, you know, from dirt we came from, and to dirt we'll go. So
but I'm gonna say,
and then they'll try to say, oh well, we made, you know, we are dirt when we like. So it's crazy.
Scamming.
But I must say, because Enki is scamming, he's found himself in a debate he can't win. Because Enki is scamming, he has to agree with positions that he fundamentally doesn't hold. You see, and that is what upsets me with individuals like Enki. We are trying to lift the educational level of a marginalized community. We understand discrimination was the result of racism, and it put us out of the building when the race started. Then why go through this extra step to scam your own people? Right now, he's promoting 4 pseudo-ass books claiming to have the solution to evolution. When you do that, Inky, you're bringing down an already marginalized people.
Fragile.
But Reggie, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not problematic what Saw does over there too. You know what I mean? I know y'all good friends and all that, but at the same time, he's the one that creates the Inkies and the Polites and the Nature Boys. Like, he gives them the platforms to get the followers to eventually one day scam the people. And I think, you know, I don't know if this is what he does, if he's claiming to empower black people. I think that's what I heard him say one time back in the day. But hold on. But if the goal is to empower black people, you don't empower black people by giving them poison. You know what I'm saying? And then making money off of them and do it on. Now, if his goal is just to make money and that's it, okay, cool. That's making money. But if you say you're trying to educate and empower black people, then it's a problem when you. And then not only having the Inkies up there and all that, but when people like, I say maybe you or Uncle or Cedric come up on there and y'all debating and y'all spitting facts, and these other niggas are spitting weird shit, and he's dropping bombs as if they did something and making it look like y'all lost. That to me is like, that's the worst, yo. Well, now you misleading the people with the
that's entertainment. But what I will say is that I've seen worse. If you think Sarnetta is bad, I've seen people 1,000 times worse. I've seen people with, like, that's the problem with Umar Johnson in them. They have a platform that there's no dialogue. There's no dialogue, right, on his platform. and you could go to many other of these scamming platforms. There's no dialogue. Well, what happens with Sinetta show is that he brings on the different dialogues. Now, if I'm weak, I got to get better, right? I happen to be very strong. So for years, you know, we have a good relationship. But for me, it doesn't help me business-wise, right? It is my gift to the community. So I feel the same way that you feel, but his job is not to push me. His job is not to push me, right? I had to figure it out. Unc figured that out. That's why he has his own platform. Pseudo Killers figured it out. That's why you have your own platform. But if you go on his platform, the Waspy people, oh my goodness, all of these groups of people, they come on to get their day in the sun, and what happens? I mean, the Hebrews are the punching bag. They just come on because they get punched in the head so much, they're immune to getting concussions.
I'm gonna say this, especially, and I understand Ken's position, right? Yeah. And especially when we're engaging in intellectual discourse, this environment creates a scenario as if I'm not allowed to interject, if I'm not allowed to point of clarification. So when I interject, because I'm disciplined, I'll listen to you. But the moment you start with a particular narrative that is anti-scientific, that is incorrect, in actual academic settings, you are cut off, you are stopped, you are corrected, you are halted. In this community, it is as if we are on equal footings. And I understand your point, Reggie. I expose myself, so do you. And just by the way you articulate yourself, I know who I'm talking to and where, you know, there's levels to this. And just by us trying to bring a certain level to the conversation, these individuals think we are on equal footing. Right. Inky literally thinks he is on equal footing with someone like me. And that he literally thinks so.
Look, and that be the issue, because it's like, so, you know, okay, yeah, we got white people that's pseudos. We already know they started the pseudo. They got the new age movement, all that. But we really need the help. Like, black people are really behind. And I'm saying, like, when I talk to sometimes my peers or other black people just out there and that not even part of this circle of what we got going on, they lost. You know, they don't know a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they ain't intelligent, because they're intelligent when it comes to what they do know, the stuff that they do know how to do, the skills and all that. But when it comes to like science and nature and reality, it's like, man, they gone. And it'd be frustrating talking to them. But hold on, it'd be frustrating talking to them. But then when I see, you know, that guy promoting these weirdos, I'd be like, yo, that's where they got the shit from right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's what my anger be. My anger goes toward the source. You know what I'm saying?
No, but Kent, the weirdos are already on Instagram. They're already on Twitter. They're already on TikTok, right? But the problem is they start smelling themselves, and then they want to come into this world. And then there's European pseudos. Look at most of the Egyptian stuff that's on the net, the crazy shit, right? The aliens. All of that come from the Europeans.
White people.
Right. And you got black people following that. But when they start themselves, say what?
I was saying creationism. Michael Behe, wild, weird white dude. Creationism. Racist fundamental Christians. I mean, it is wild. Like, they come to the black community pretending that they're anti-white, promoting the most white pseudo nonsense ever, flat earth, name it, all pseudo white people stuff.
Right. So what's the purpose of calling it like consciousness, right? So that's why, like, the question on the title was like, is the conscious community taking advantage of black people's ignorance, right? So when you think of the conscious community, you know, there was the other side of the conscious community, like the dude that you knew, Clark. you know, Clark
Who?
and Dr. Clark.
No, he's not part of the conscious community.
What was the older cats that was part of the conscious community back in the day? So none of them was considered.
No,
so I gotta talk to Aunt because he said I think Aunt told me they was
no the conscious community. Okay, what happened is there was a conscious community. Sarnetta was able to hijack the word. Right, it was already out here. Okay, then it became woke, but Sarnetta was able to hijack it for his brand.
So what was it before he hijacked it? Well, who was all of that? Who was part of that community?
Oh, the conscious community was the super pseudos, the super pseudo communities. The conscious community was conscious of anything that's not. How can I say that's? I'm not going to say that's not black, but conscious to any information. That was a conscious community, right? So if you just conscious, meaning that you're willing to look at other things, then there was a pseudo community out there for you. Sarnetta hijacked that, right? And what he did was he brought them all into his platform, right? Okay. So his job was, let's see if the people can go for this, and then I'm gonna bring my experts or my people in, right? To debate with these people, right? So he gave us. So you got to remember, man, the Moors was out here heavy, boy. The Hebrews was they was getting started, right? But they was out here heavy. The Christians were out here heavy. They super pseudos, the Christians, right? They're all. Then there's then there's the Kemetic groups and other groups. They're all out here, right? Or space age people, flat Earth people. They're all out here, right? So he just hijacked it for his brand. But then he says, okay, so you're going too far. Cedric, come in. Come in. Reggie, come in. Right. And Jabari, right? Come in. Right.
And Jabari too. Jabari he part of the back. He part of the wrong side though.
I don't disagree at times. Right. I don't disagree at times, but there are times where he's very, very good in impeaching a lot of BS. His problem is he carries his own religion with him, his spirituality.
We call it a cult. It's a cult.
I'm not gonna. Right. So we all have.
When he say we got what did he say? The ancient.
We have to re-Africanize your book.
No, he said the original sound of something was onk. Like what?
Oh, that's Samaj. That's Baba Heru Samaj.
Yeah, that's a scam.
Rest in Kemet, right?
I'm just saying, man. Like, you know, black people, man, we already behind. We don't need to get more beat down with misinformation.
Okay, but then but then what happened is when I came in and I says, no, Brother Jabari, Baba Heru, that I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. You can't do that to me. You can't say that to me because, you know, Baba Heru, rest in Kemet. I could pull up a video where you say West Africans hate Egyptians. Yeah. I could pull that up.
Fly over West Africa and go straight to Kemet, bro. I was done.
Right. I could pull that up, and I'm like, no, I'm not. You said no, I'm not going for that. I know you're an ancestor now, right? But this is not something I would not say in his face.
Right.
And so, actually, I was moderating when he said that, right?
Yeah, you addressed him. You addressed him in real time. I remember that.
So the question is, and then when they was on the couch, Ifedisi, Brother Small, and Baba Heru, and Colton, and asked them about do they believe in evolution? And they said no.
Yeah.
All three of them. Right? Yeah. So, but imagine if that didn't happen. Right. So they're not coming on your show.
Right.
Pseudo killers.
Right.
The pseudos are not coming on your show.
I mean, they will, but yeah, I get your point though. I get your point.
They're not coming here. They don't feel safe. Did y'all see what y'all did to Inky the other night?
Yeah, we tear him up every time we come over this motherfucker.
He had the audacity to pop into the Lions den.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
And then double down on that we came from the dirt.
Oh man.
So listen, you got to have a forum, and I'm not defending. And listen, I can only defend myself. And listen, I have more arguments with Sinetta than y'all than we do, right? Right? You will see me with him, and then you'll see me absent for 3 to 6 months or a year, right? But at the end of the day, the other people with even white academia who don't agree with us, they marginalize us. They act like we don't exist.
Yeah, I understand that. Because of the same issue that we are dealing with, Reggie, we take the time and we expose ourselves, and often we have to check people because, listen, I'm having a conversation with you, but I'm actually trying to teach you. We're not debating. You're not making any points, right? Now, we take the time to do it, especially seeing that we're not in research laboratories. But if I have 10 papers to write and journal requirements to meet, and I come into a community where I'm dealing with people that don't even understand catalysis and metabolics, right? And want to talk about the gaps or the research of abiogenesis, when we already know by means of biochemistry that life comes from non-life. That's not even a question. We are just trying to understand how this process started and its steps to get to where we are. We understand the gaps. We understand the difficulty. Enki's going to scam the people. They're doing historic science. Enki, of course, we're looking back to understand how the historical steps that led to here. Doesn't mean that it doesn't comply with the scientific method. So us understanding RNA synthesis from polypeptides is giving us an understanding of how these processes could have taken place. We are not speculating about any supernatural source because we fundamentally understand that nature is where we're going to find the answers for this.
When does a chemical reaction, right? The chemical reaction, when is that fragile moment that life occurred, and then didn't? And when is that? It's a chemical reaction. There's nothing spooky about it, right?
Chemical reaction, all the way through.
And then at some point, and then what they would say is, well, okay, their life means a full-grown man coming from the dirt.
No, at the point of replication, self-replication, we are starting to talk about life. So we want to understand the first early cells, how they look,
full-grown man,
how they look, etc. That's what we are arguing. We are not questioning whether life came from non-life. The hypothesis is abiogenesis, the beginning of the system that produces life from non-life, because all life is chemical reactions. Biology is complex chemistry.
But said, if you're talking to a population that never used a microscope, that never put anything on a petri dish, right? Under how can I say, a school laboratory, not right now. Don't understand an electron microscope, right? Don't understand that. Don't understand telescopes, right? Right. I mean, except for a hobby shop telescope, right? You're dealing with now. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with. Guess what? We are living with Stone Age Africans.
You are right.
if you drop their urban asses into a goddamn desert or forest, right? Don't dump them anywhere where there's nature. They'll be dead within a week.
Yeah, I'll give them 3 days.
Dead.
Yeah.
But these same people got a whole bunch of books and a whole bunch. They'll be dead. Yeah. Right? Because we listen, a lot of us, we're just urban creatures. We're not built for the wild, but our minds are not built for the wild. You dump Cedric into a goddamn forest or into a desert, Cedric is going to use his mind to figure out when he needs to travel, right? What day that he needs to be traveling, right? What
direction,
right? Huh? Right?
What kind of resources am I in? What kind of climate? What kind of food can I expect to find? I'm looking for downward trajectory so I can find water. Like these are the things I'm doing.
Already, but look, hey man, we about to close it on out, man, because
Stone Age Africans. Peace.
Man, appreciate you, Reggie Marbury. Appreciate you, Cedric Ortega. Hey, y'all make sure y'all tune in. Hey, this Wednesday, man. We getting back into the space jump, man.
Yeah, we Space Engage Africans, baby. Anthony in the building. Shout out to Anthony.
I'm Anthony. He came to New York and he went. Man, if I knew what he was really thinking about, I would have took him to the Museum of Natural History, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Huh?
Yeah, Anthony would have went with.
Yeah, I messed up with Anthony. All right, peace.
All right. Nah, yeah, man. But you know, shit, more times. He gonna be up there more.
All right.
All right, man. Hey, appreciate you, Reggie. Hey, appreciate you, Sid. We're gonna go ahead and head on out this thing, man.
I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunstring, hey. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunstring, hey. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunstring, hey. Pseudo gon' die, they saw it. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunstring, hey. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunstring, hey. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunstring. Who do you believe in? People bringing misinformation when that information ain't disinformation. That's disinformation. Gotta know the difference in information. Get information with the pseudo killer army hunting pseudo. Cause you gotta train your mind to fight against the pseudo judo. People with the scholarship salute, we give them kudos. But the people with that look of shit, we look and see straight through those like telescope. If you ain't speaking fast, we gotta tell them folks and let them know the truth of. You bringing malinformation to blast, then you the Ku Klux. Like say, don't talk me to death, bro, what the proof of? Good choo-choo chillin', why you wanna go way bad choo-choo up? Shalom boy got the tank in the cut. I'm in Sosa world plotting on the kick though with Kent. Come in Tiffany gave me the pseudo names on the list and said went and got the low. Anthony got him in the scope, Gullah and Gozy make sure DNA ain't a problem for them folks, cause of
yeah, nigga, what you want? Now you fucking with the killer.